Yo, what's going on, everybody? Xanthos Vice here, and we are back with some more Tres Beyond Horizon. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Where we last left off, we had continued with Reen's route. I actually did mainly back to the main story, where Celis and Leon are here for probably. It doesn't seem like the same mission as Kevin. I don't know what exactly. It seems like they were told to uncover some kind of truth rather than a specific person. So. And again, it does make sense because, to be fair, Kevin, as the heretic hunter, has his own kind of jobs, and it's not like the Dominions are also all completely aligned, right? But in doing so with Reen's team, we finally got some real clues and some very interesting information. The first of all is that there were actually ruins similar to Stargazer's tower below the observatory, and I called it. I said there was going to be somewhere below the observatory. I just didn't know what exactly it was going to be, but it was pretty interesting. And again, it seems like there is a certain reason as to why, when they looked in the telescope, Crow and Reen were the only ones who could see it. We don't know what the proper explanation is yet. I'm guessing that's what we're going to have verified later when we go back to Reen's route. But again, the only thing I can think of is because technically both of them had contact with Ishmelga Reen in both timelines, right? And Ishmelga was like recreated through a part of him that was recorded from the world through Elysium in both the bad end, or the good end, and the true ending, Trails of Cold Steel 4, and then when they confronted Ishmelga Reen in Trails into Reverie. At least that's my understanding, because again, that goes into like the true supernatural stuff. Because also as well, wasn't it that the Silver Knight, like when all of them come together and become like the Knight of Ishmelga, that's when that original thing came from space, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong. I might be misremembering certain things about that main plot stuff from Cold Steel 4, but at least that's what I think I remember anyway. But not only that, it seems like there is another group getting involved with trying to solve the mystery, being Renee, Shizuna, Kurogane, and the Iscariot as well with Ashland. And I am kind of interested why that's the case, right? Because, again, my theory was that they were all being used by Hamilton, but also under the guise of working for the president through one plan, but it's like their own objectives will be met more by working with the professor. But it's kind of being a bit skewed from it. But again, I'm not going to completely cut off that theory just yet. It could be that one group is anonymously like they're working for her, but they don't know it. And then one actually is. I just don't know which one is which, potentially. And again, that's potentially. I don't know. I could just still be generally wrong, and they are working for the president. Because that's the thing. If they already knew something was wrong with Hamilton, why accept like her help for like this whole project and everything, and continue with the whole space program thing if they already were like casting down on that kind of stuff, you know? It's like, how would they have even known about it as well? Where would they gotten the tip of like, okay, something's wrong with this whole space program thing? And again, I think it's going to revolve around what this other project is called Project Levitate, and that's why I kind of think, again, they're probably part of Hamilton's thing, but maybe it's just that they don't know that yet. Like maybe for them they're working for someone else, but they don't know who it is, but they were able to like tip them off for certain things. Because again, why allow the project like this to continue if it's like it's all being masqueraded by some big lie, right? At least that's kind of what my understanding is. And Shizuna seems to be that as well, due to whatever this whole thing with the Black God is. Which I don't know what it's supposed to be yet, but we'll have to see. But anyway, it seems like we're starting to get closer to uncovering some truth here with Reen's group, which is cool as well because we actually got to reference some stuff. We got to reference like how the Stargazer's tower was like, the Retributive Tower, the Capel being like the Capel origin, which was like the basis of the computer that we used in Liberl, in what Colonel Richard made Professor Russell use to analyze the gospel, and then how they recreated it much later, and also that this whole like new like a terminal thing for that fake Genesis was actually active since the end of Cold Steel 3, start of Cold Steel 4. That's what also interests me as well, because again, that makes it seem like they potentially thought, oh, they can make it through this crisis and then they can move on, right? So, which again leads me to believe there has to be some kind of foresight in play here. Otherwise, why not play much more of an active role so then you can guarantee, okay, we can continue as planned, right? If the world's already going to be heading to doom much sooner, if the Great Twilight had actually gone successfully, right? But that's me anyway. But that was still pretty cool anyway, especially the duel between Rin and Shizuna, because again, off screen and like as a miniature like visual novel thing, it kind of was saying like how Rin didn't, or he lost to Shizuna, but this time he was at least able to actually have his blade intact, in that it was the same blade he used before but just reforged when he lost to her the first time. It was great to actually see that, you know? And again, maybe it's like this time it's like Rin's actually like taking more of like the swordsman path more seriously for him, because not that he wasn't, but in the end he was more about fulfilling his duties as the Ashen Chevalier and as a member of Dora's military academy, but not so much as like a swordsman. So it's like maybe for him he actually needed to polish that and everything. At least that's what I think. But anyway, we're back on Van's side now. It seems like we're getting caught in some stupid side quests again. I swear. It's like, why does Van always choose to get distracted by these stupid things when, hello, the world's at stake again? Because now someone's trying to use the Genesis again? And we almost lost the world twice because of it? Like, come on. So, yeah, we're gonna do some quests. If there were any quests that just seemed like just the usual kind of like a bracer stuff or whatever, or just like, oh, it's like the same kind of quests we did before and don't really like have any relevancy to like the current situation, I'm just gonna skip the talking parts and just like quick finish them, you know, because I don't want to waste my time with that stupid stuff again. Not again. And just to let you guys know, part of the reason I didn't stream yesterday, because I'll be honest, I did want to do Arknights Enfield, but I'll be honest, I kind of needed a break, at least for a day, mainly because, to be fair, I did a good number of back-to-backs, and some were pretty long streams. And that battle with Jorda and the other Ouroboros member, it was like, that really just blew the wind out of my sail. I'll be completely honest about that, so that's why I was like, you know what, let's go back to the basics, let's just grind for now, enhance a couple of my members, and just leave it at that. So I did at least get people to level 33, 34. And I did also get a lot of like Orbman stuff fitted, like had Van's thing completely unlocked, Agnes's completely unlocked. Elaine's, I'm trying to get it there. I almost do. I just need one more slot and then I can focus on that. But I did get some stuff going on, like Defense 3, Serendipity. Let's see. Did other stuff too. Right. EP Cut 3, that's one of the other things I did. Shield 3. P3 for Elaine with some other stuff too. Crystal Verse, yeah. Oh yeah, Mind 3 for Rosette. Mind 3 and HP 3 for Judith. As well as an Action 3 and Break 3 and EP 3. Again, Quattro, I just haven't really done yet just because, again, if I'm going to use supports, I'm more just likely going to use Rosette and Agnes. And for Aaron, I at least got like MP3, Serendipity, Break 3, and the Jade Ring. Fairy, haven't really done much. I just at least gave her a Hidden Vein and Burn 2. Burgard just had a Clotho with the Hidden Vein, and that's honestly about it. Another thing I did was also I was trying to get like much better equips. Like one of these ones that I just made was what was it? Oh yeah, this Tyrant belt, because she had the Gunner's belt before, but I was like, let's kick it up a notch. And then there was this one that needed 4 different items to make this, that has the crit innovation increase, the strength of defense, and the max HP as well. And I was like, you know what, I might as well go with that kind of stuff anyway, because we are going to need all the help we can get if there are going to be more bosses like that annoying Jorda fight, which You know, like trails, they love to put stupid stuff like that, so that's why I kind of also have to prepare for. Sorry, I'm just yapping a lot for that, but it's like I just had to kind of like explain some of this stuff. But yeah, this one is about this topic quest we're doing has to do with like the the bird missing from here, I guess. So we're just gonna have it read it through. I also can't be bothered to talk about this. Okay, let me see what. Oh, right. I meant to say I also went ahead and S ranked some of the domains in the Grim Garden too. Like I did it for the second domain and the third domain, and also tried to get other people to be MVPs for there as well. Like I did that for Aaron, did it for Crow, and I did it for Ren. So yeah, next I'm gonna try to have Rufus focus on that because I would like to have him improve a bit more. Let me see. I also got a what's it called? I got another memento orb, which we will check out later. But I will just say that for later in the stream because I'd rather not just like do that kind of stuff now. So yeah, all I need to do is the fourth domain one to get S rank, and we should be good. But again, you know that's the Jordan one and everything. And I'll be honest, I tried it again, but dude, that fight is still so fucking annoying. I just have to have like debuff stuff, and I just need like a lot of immunity stuff tied to my team. But like I said, I honestly can't be bothered doing that because then it's like I have to get certain materials, and then that would just take forever. So I'm gonna wait till much later till at least I can level up. Our shard skills can be upgraded, and possibly get even more equips that I can make. So for the time being, I'm not gonna try to S rank that for now because again, that fight is just really annoying. But I do want Glacial House. I'm gonna try to get that later. But I did get the one that's like before that one. Let me see what it is. See, I had to go to arts. Where is this stupid thing? Oh yeah, wait, was it explode? No, it wasn't. No, gravity I had for a while. I think it was it blast? I think. I thought I got one. Wait, let me actually check. I could probably check for my achievements. Yeah, let me actually check. I honestly don't remember what it was. God, okay. Where is this? Alright, I forgot I had Sven as a Grimgarden MVP. Wait, when the hell did I even do that? You know, I'm not even gonna question it. Oh, Amber. That's what it was. Wait, did I even put that in anyone, though? I don't think I remember doing that. Let me see. Oh, Quatre has... Right, yes. I put this on Quatre because I did just want to have Quatre focus on Earth Elemental moves because it's like, that is the only other element I need, and at least it does also have Thanatos Jail. And then I decided, at least I could put other support stuff for that, like Earth Guard, like Crest, Ivy Frost, and Desert's Edge. I just put the Earth Guard there until I can find a way to get Aegis Shield, and then I'll just put that in place of that instead. Especially since Quatre has the EP that could be used for this, but I still have to kind of improve on that. But yeah, that's mainly what else I did. Again, I still had to probably change this for Van, which I also probably can since I already have Agnes for wind healing abilities, and I already do have a lane for the main party. Who also has Tyrant Storm and this stuff, so it probably would be better for me to do that. So let me actually go ahead Wait, but which ones do I have? Oh yeah, he only has Gyro, so yeah, we're fine with that then. Let me actually go and do that now before I forget. Because again, I was going to do it for Kevin, but he already has like a wind and time one, which I think already suits him well, so let's give him gravity there. So yeah, so at least I have Meteoric Gravity, Earthbreaker. So yeah, let me go ahead and put some stuff here now, so... Gonna put Earth Guard, then the Crest, and then lastly, whatever time ones do I not? Oh, I haven't put Obsidian Ray yet. I guess I could probably do that too. Or I guess I could put one of these ones actually. Just put something different. I don't think I've tried this Black Tentacle move before. Have we always had this one? I feel like we didn't have Sylphie Breath. I know we had Nebulous Cannon, Glacial Heat, Door Smasher before, but I don't think we had this one, so I'm gonna put it here for now and just try it out and see what happens. But yeah, for now, that's what I'm gonna do.
少々いいでしょうか。
さっさと決めやがれ。まかないだな。待ってろ。味わって食いやがれ。そんじゃあな。
少々いいでしょうか。サーチするわ。ちょっといいですか。
Alright, but before we do that, I'm gonna check the other districts. But yeah, I had to make my way back there. Again, I had to make sure like I always like get all the other portals first before I do anything, because sometimes I can forget that. Yeah, I have the portal here. Let's go to Riverside because, like I said, I also had to get a. I had to start getting equipped so then I can exchange for better stuff too, since, like I said, effects are going to start to be a thing, and they're going to be annoying, so I might as well start preparing myself. I've been pretty sick. Really? You're going to us for regarding a sickness. Again, okay, I get why the police wouldn't hear you out, but because maybe they think, oh, you're just being ridiculous. But you could ask the guild for this. See, this is what I mean. Stupid stuff like this, it's like, why? Why is this even a thing? I mean, who knows? Maybe somehow we're trying to be so. I mean, probably not, but it's like, why? Like, seriously, how stupid do you think I am? Take this. What do we got in the vending machine? Let's take 4. Are they still performing here? Oh, okay, no, it's a different group this time. I mean, at least they're performing something different. Oh yeah, I did get the one for down here too. This will be at the maintenance shop? Okay. Let's check it out. What Joe got? Okay, good for Amelia. I'll take it. Oh, racing goggles. Okay. We had this before. I'll just buy it in case. First, let me go ahead and give this. I keep forgetting the buttons because there's so many buttons you have to use in this game. Alright, I have to defeat a wanted monster. Wait. Why can't I set navigation for this? Oh, because I'm here, I guess? Whatever. Okay. I might as well fish here too, since I did get a whole bunch of fishing stuff. Thanks to my time at the Grim Garden. Oh, wrong one. Okay, stuff there. There, so let me actually go. Let me do this.
Yes, get to that. Yes, get to that.
And also, yes, for those who are like, damn, you still have the same old fit for Van? Yes, I do, because I seriously hate his new fit. It's ugly, dude. I mean, at least to me anyway. So it's like, I'm not gonna do it. Fuck it. Other people can, but I'm not a fan of it. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so it's not that one. Okay. Oh, okay, so just here. Okay. Yeah, I just used the dumplings here. Interesting how it's in the spot that's like, it's not one of the main fishing spots. But I guess that puts some variety, right? Always try stuff out of the box.
Yes,
Is it actually this? Yeah, because I was gonna be like, I'm pretty sure we got this before. Let's try again.
Yes, get to that. Yes, get to that.
There we go. Okay, good. Nice. Just had to make sure. Yeah, and I saw that stuff over there earlier, so I'm gonna go get those shards real quick, because I'm probably gonna need it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me see. Oh, so, yeah, so, no, actually, probably this is a topic quest, right? Huh? Oh. You already checked those areas, so let me check the shop then.
期待は裏切らないぜ
Three of these, three of this. Yeah, I already changed a good amount of Zephyr masks, so I don't need to. Let's see what Bermuda's got.
待ってたわよ何でも言ってちょう
There's
だ
your
い
cooler. Okay, I'll just take two. 920 just for that, really? That's highway robbery.
いやもう行っちゃうの
Actually, I guess I may as well get this toughest quest started. At least I think it is. Jessica. That's supposed to be. Oh, right, the
至高の
taco.
グルメドクター味わがいいですわ
Oh, okay, she did actually make something. Cool. I was wondering if that was actually gonna amount
こ
to
の
anything.
列車のズバ一体どこ
期待
に
は裏切らない
Oh,
ぜ
these are
いつで
competition.
も待ってる
Okay.
ぜ
That actually makes sense. Let's see. Radley, okay. Let's check Station Street
レッツ
next.
ゴー
Yeah, just want to get most of these things unlocked so then I can do something later. Okay, yeah, I gotta check a couple of the shops. Yeah, give me a sec, just take like a couple minutes.
どれにするんだい
ご来店のお客様にご案内
It's the same.
またよろしくな
総合食材ゴールデンでは
What about
何
here?
でも言ってちょうだいな
新鮮な食材を取り扱っております
Oh, right, I didn't buy these before, right?
皆様お
またいつでもおいで
お越しくださいませ
Okay, here we go.
ようこそおいでくださいました
First of all, hoodie, okay. Yeah, these equips I don't really need for now. I think I'm doing fine. These basic things I can all get at the Grim Garden, so I don't need it.
今後ともどうかごひい
I
き
need like special stuff. Oh, both
カ
the
ス
shops.
タムなら任せておきな
Oh, this stuff, okay. I don't think I need it yet. Like, I'll probably get it later,
総
but
合食材ゴールデンでは
right now I think I'm fine with what I
新
got.
鮮な食材を取り扱っております
Oh, right, the gun is, but I might as well have a couple of these again. You never know.
お越し
ちゃん
ください
と手入れしろよカスタ
Oh,
ムな
right,
ら任せておき
customs
な
too. Right, I forgot that's still a
ち
thing.
ゃんと手入れしろよカスタムちゃんと手入れしろよ
Trying to ask her.
外
Oh, vintage room
怖
over
いよ
there.
そのいつも
Good.
ありがとう
Now I gotta check upstairs outside, I think. Yeah.
どうしましょうか
Yeah, a couple of these ones.
ぜひまた来てくださいねよかったら見てってねあらいらっしゃい
A moonlight bracelet. Okay.
あ
We'll
り
take
が
that.
とうね
スターテイカー計画万歳ってな
A blue star. Okay.
いつでも待ってるぜ
Good. I think that should be about what I need here. Now I have to check the Orbital shop. Hopefully they have like new plugins. I hope. There's nothing at the board here, so that's good.
メンテナンスはお任せを
Okay, yeah, all this is still the same. I'm not surprised. Damn, the plugins is still the same, dude? Come on. I mean, I get it's like still not the real main act yet,
ま
but
た
come
お
on.
越しくださいませ
どうしましょうか
Oh. Ferry, okay. Everything else is the same. The coffee shop upstairs should still be the same. Oh, is this person outside? Oh, I see.
見るのはただだよ。また来るんだよ。
Alright, I'll check like most of this other stuff. I'll probably save Tryon Tower for last.
さあ出
Just
発せんぞ
because. Okay, so people at the Patissiere and then found a school, okay.
さて
Thank you. What's going on in front of the school though? Oh yeah, that pro basketball tournament is supposed to be in full swing by now, right? Heard the Red Tigers went up a bracket this year. That shooter there is something else. It's not on anyone's radar just yet though. They're going all the way to the top, I guarantee it. Maybe I'll see if I can catch one of their games soon. Pro basketball tournament, huh? I've got a feeling that's something we could bet on the sport. Oh right, I keep forgetting that's also a thing. Who do you say again? Give me a sec, I'll be back.
そうですね。
さてとそうだな。
Sorry about that, I had to answer a phone call. Oh right, I had to go to the bakery. Right, my bad. Keep forgetting I can just bet over at the Chardon district. Wait, was it a Chardon or was it somewhere else? Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what? Wait, oh, they're not the same person. Okay, good. Good. But why the fuck are these two hanging out? Actually, you know what? This is Trails. Why the fuck am I even questioning this? But hey, at least we confirmed it now that it's like, they're not the same person. Because, again, I had like an feeling, you know? I had like a little inkling, like, what if she was, though? Like, her experience as a Grimcat would get her to, like, be a member of Ouroboros somehow. I mean, to be fair, Sharon was an assassin, and then it led her to becoming a maid for the Reinford Company, you know? So, I just kind of thought maybe the double life could end up becoming triple life, you know? But, hey, at least that cleared that up for me. Because I'll be honest, if it was gonna somehow be true sooner or later, I would have been like, what the fuck is this shit, you know? So I'm glad that did not come to pass, oddly enough. Alright, I should probably get some more stuff. Yeah, let me just... Actually, let me do 2,000 more. There. Don't want to use everything. Okay, but why the fuck are these two even hanging out? Well, then again, I guess she wouldn't know who Lucrezia even is. Oh, it's Miss Chloe and Lucrezia? The hell kind of lineup is this? You even showing your face this time around.
裏解決屋のみんな思ったより早い再会やったね
See, this is also the thing. At least in Cold Steel, they were trying to either be discreet or you already knew they were on the enemy side and just stuck with the enemies that they're working together with. These enforcers just hang around town and we don't do anything about it. Like, I don't care if they're on the president's paycheck. This is the best chance to arrest them. And if we arrest them, the president's not breaking his promise, you know? Because as Spriggans, we do it for profit. But no, Van's like, nah, you know what? Let's not try to get extra money and actually try to help people by getting rid of less of people from Ouroboros for the long term, for the better, you know? Seriously, what the fuck?
言うて別に顔隠しとるわけやないよ。着物の時もそうやったやろ。
I mean, to be fair, most of them didn't know who you were by that point. Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
話は聞いたわ。いろいろと大変だったみたいね。
Okay, yeah, okay. Maybe they don't sound exactly the same, but I don't know. I kind of feel like, who knows? Maybe they actually do have the same voice actor. But I'm just saying, it's like it kind of feels like it.
裏でも何かあったようだけど。
If you know that much, I'm not quite sure how to respond. But regardless, it's nice to meet you. My name is Elaine Auclair. How polite of you. I'm Chloe, Judith's mother. I'm sure you already know my background, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But Lucrezia and I have been acquainted since back when I was still, working full-time. Wait, really? Indeed, we first met before I'd even joined the society. It's been, my word, 16 years since we last fought while I was a member of the Order of the Moonlight Horse. Yeah, you were always quite the troublemaker back then, weren't you? Though it seemed you mellowed out quite a bit since then. Wait, Order of the White Horse? How's that? Well, I owe that largely to you and your relentless scolding now, don't I? I see. I had no idea. Come to think of it, you were working full-time up until 10 or so years ago, Miss Lanster. So you two were kind of like Jaegers then? Sometimes you fight, but other times you work together? That about sums it up, yes. She was never completely awful, and Mr. Oathbreaker on the other hand. Yeah, we're very familiar with him by now. Well, as much as we may seem like a package deal, I'm not always working with him, you know. Back when we were both in the Order, he was fairly hands-off when it came to my activities. Even now, I'm not quite sure what he's up to. Wait, so... Oh, okay, so the Order of the White Horse is what they were part of the Moonlight Horse. Wait, so I'm confused. What exactly is the Order of the Moonlight Horse? Like, is that like maybe that was like a branch of Ouroboros that ended up, like, being absorbed into the group, kind of like how it was for Sharon? Or is it like a... Or is it that they were always a branch of Ouroboros and then they just made the big step to like the big leagues rather than just like henchmen or something? I don't know. I don't think it's clarified. So that's how it is. Covered that. Didn't mention he was on some kind of trip. The fool, that professor. Starting to seem like everyone in your group is off doing their own. I can't deny that. Even Walter's acting on his own right now. However, you needn't worry, thanks to that agreement between the Grandmaster and President Gramhart. Given how much dear Elroy has been scolded, I especially doubt he'll stir up trouble anytime soon. Pfft, please, again, he's the Oathbreaker. Isn't that kind of the point? As much as I'd like that to be true, I'm not about to count on it. By the way, maybe you could give us more details about your pact with my father? Yes, thank you! Because again, what does Ouroboros gain from this? Because we know the president's like, give me a couple years of don't do anything. But what do they gain? That's still never been clarified. Or was it? Again, I could be wrong. Maybe it was, but I just don't remember that bit in Reverie. But I don't feel like they came to like a complete, like they hashed out all the details there. Nice try, but sorry. It's not something I can let slip so easily. Really? But it's her daughter. She's right here. I feel like at least she has the right to know, you know? If it was like the CID, then yeah, you can't tell him, but you can tell his daughter. In any event, I plan to leave Edith soon and head off to a certain place. Gah, again with the vagueness. Well, at the very least, enjoy the cake here. So good to restore the humanity to your dark and twisted soul. If I had my way, I'd sit Hardwood, the Fool, and your Professor down and shove a slice down each of them. Really, Van? Something tells me it wouldn't have quite the same effect on them that it does you, Van. Seriously, come on, dude. Is there nothing up there? Come on. Well, I had been recommending it to Jordan and a few others. Seems you're quite a fan of sweets yourself. Yes, my daughter's told me all kinds of stories about your sweet tooth. I got to thinking I'd love for a connoisseur such as yourself to try this one dessert in my recipe book someday. You got a dessert? Van hears about a new sweet and his neurons light up like a bonfire. Ah, you mean that. Wait, hold on a second. We're getting off topic. I'm a little curious, honestly. At the very least, it seems we don't need to be overly suspicious of Miss Isolde for the moment. True. Best we leave it to Miss Lancer to keep an eye on her while we focus on our other tasks. Really? Hey, I mean, again, at the very least, they're not the same person. That's one mystery solved for me. Let's go. I will take that any day. Okay, yeah, now we have to go to Lever
で
District
は
next.
参りましょう。
Again, I could be pronouncing it wrong, but that's the only way I can read it. Or it could be Lev District and like the R silent. Could be, I don't know.
あんたら
サーチします。
なんか買ってってくれよ。
Oh,
何にすんだ。
let me get some of these. This.
そんじゃあな。
Thank you.
いらっしゃいませ。
What did you recipe at the
ご
shop?
注文は何かな？
Recipe, mille fois.
ありがとうね。少々いいでしょうか。そうですね。
Aren't you... Jeffrey, what are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here? My house is nearby, so why wouldn't I be? So, I see you started your own business. I'm impressed, Eddie. You're going and making something of yourself. More than I can say for myself. Wow. Oh, right. I did hear you went through a lot since, you know. Yeah, whatever. Life's a bitch. What else is new? More importantly, this is a good chance as any to get this off my chest. I'm not used to this kind of thing, so I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Look, I'm sorry, okay? The both of you. Huh? Wait, are you apologizing for last year's kidnapping? Well, it is true I was scared at the time, and caused Father all manners of trouble. Though I do share the blame for that. Still, hearing those words come out of your mouth has seriously thrown me for a loop. Now it's not like an apology would be enough to make up for what you did. But the old Jeffrey never would have said this. Seriously, what happened, man? This ain't your business. I just got my own shit going on, okay? Damn it. You better not expect me to start groveling at your feet. It's the only sorry you're getting out of me. I mean, progress, I guess? Whatever. No. Huh? What the hell is this? Discovered a single sticky note. What the hell is this? Yo, Van Arkwright, seems like you're always working hard here in the capital. Sure, you're active, but don't you think you've got some work to do when it comes to tying up loose ends? Just want to say hi and provide some support on your old cases. What is that? It's adorned by a Forest BG symbol I've never seen before. Oh, you're right. The design's a little creepy. They seem pretty self-confident. Any clue who wrote this, Van? Nope, not at all. Almost positive it's nobody I know. Oh, we're on the back. P.S. You know it's as good as they say it is, that maybe you'll recognize me during the day. Looking forward to meeting you, the original Spriggan. Or maybe they're saying, like, peace out from the original Spriggan. Original? What does he mean during the day? It seems as if someone is challenging you right now. Yeah, because I was going to say, is like, are we ever going to learn why he even calls himself a Spriggan? Yeah, we could probably just ignore it, but I'm curious what he means by support. Let's see if we can sniff out what this guy's deal is and figure out what it has to do with past Forest BGs.
よし、業務開始だ。
Or maybe he's saying I'm the
サー
original
チ
and
開
he's
始。
gonna be the new one, maybe? I don't even know anymore. Oh, right, I had to ask someone. I bet.
いいかしら。
サーチだ。さて、
ちょっといいですか？
聞かせてもらうぜ。
少々よろしいですか？
ちょっと失礼します。
少々いいでしょうか？少々よろしいですか？
あんたらなんか買ってってくれよ。
ちょっといいか。さて、
いいかしら。よいしょ。ふっふっ、サーチするわ。ふっふっ、サーチします。はっ。
よっと。
よいしょ。共に祈りを捧げましょう。依頼達成ですね。接触事故が発生しています。
Alright, let's see. What else do we have to do? So, cleared this area. Oh, wait. Wait, there's a quest on Station Street? It wasn't there before. Ah, great. Oh, wait, what quest is here? I thought I already got the quest done. Yeah, there's nothing here. What the fuck you mean? I guess maybe it just means the type of quest?
よし、ゲットだ。
Yeah, I don't get it. I guess we'll just go one by one. Check if there's anything happening. Oh, 2 quests here, okay. Oh, right, because I talked to the other person before, right? Yeah, but at the cafe, okay, so... I could probably now do that. Yeah, let's just do that first. Damn! I was like, wait, what do you mean by his face? Oh shit! He got the shit beat out of this dude. Oh, you're Arcade Solutions, right? Yeah. I met the young lady recently, but it's been a real long time since we saw you. You're Jonas Taylor, assistant manager of sales at Alba Trading Company. How do you know that? I see. He's the culprit from the stalker case I read about in your files. Right. He pretended to be your long-lost brother at first, but turned out to be the stalker himself, right? Oh, right. Okay, I think I do remember that. Gross. So basically he's a dead to woman. And his victim's name was Jessica, right? I thought she moved. Is this guy trying to get her friend to tell him her new address? No! You've got it all wrong! I did wonder if that was what he wanted when he reached out, but... I don't think I can let what I've heard slide, but he doesn't seem to be lying. Yep. So, who gave you those bruises? Don't play dumb. He's one of yours, isn't he? I confessed I couldn't forget about Jessica even after what happened. I hope we could somehow get back together, but if it means I have to go through something like that, then forget it. I swear to God I'll never approach her again, so please, leave me alone. If you trash this up again, I'll turn myself into the police, even the courts. I'll probably get fired too, but I don't care. Oh. So someone's messing up with our past cases. Okay. What was that all about? I don't know, but sounds like you won't be bombing your friend Jessica. Judging by those bruises on his face, it looks like someone punched him. Yes, and he seems to believe it was our crew who was responsible. Part of me wishes it was. Well, that would constitute a crime in the Republic. But wasn't this case from something like 10 months ago? Why bring it up now? This certainly did have to do with a past Forest BG. Oh, okay, yeah, so someone's just messing with our past case closed. Okay. I get it, I get it. Let's see. What is it? Do you have business with me? I'm waiting for someone right now. Actually, you know what? Anyone will be fine. Oh, is this that person who said she was sick? Would you hear me out? You Radley? I'm Arkwright. Spriggan. Sire Forest BG. Wait, you saw my request? Please help me. Whoa now. See, you got some real problems. You don't mind, could you give us the details about your request? Since it's a Forest BG, we might be able to help. Thank you. I've been having trouble sleeping lately. My body's sluggish, my mind is hazy. I haven't been able to focus on work at all. I want you to help me get over this. Have you been in poor health? If so, it would probably be better if you went to the doctor and asked. I've already seen a doctor, but he didn't believe me at all. Even the people I work with decided I'm just tired or I'm having a mental breakdown. They've been handling me with kids' gloves, even though that's obviously not the cause. It sounds like you have a clue as to what might be behind this. It's the footage. The footage on the street monitors. You know, in the city where they show movies, theater announcements, ads for the space program, that sort of thing? Huh? The footage. Yes, my health has been deteriorating ever since I saw those street monitors. It gets even worse every time I walk by one of them. Even today I made sure to avoid places where the screens were put up and managed to post my request in Riverside, and I knew it. You don't believe me. But what else can I say? It's the truth. You're all the same. Nobody will take my story seriously. Which street monitors are you talking about exactly? You believe me? I don't get the sense that you're lying anyway. Fact of the matter is, you wrote up before SPG. Your claim is the only basis we need. But I prefer a concrete lead if possible. So talk us through it calmly if you can. Thank you. You don't touch just about anyone. The monitors I saw most often were the ones on Station Street in the Chardon district. That's the route I usually take to and from work, but when I passed by them recently, I started getting dizzy. Whenever I passed by after that, my head would get hazy, and I feel like my body was getting heavier. I'm scared of what will happen when I look at them next. I see. Should be enough information for now. But, well, you wait here and try to enjoy your leisurely coffee. Try the tacos from the food stand across the way. I highly recommend them.
仕事を始めるわよ。
よし、行くか。
Oh right, there was a monster subjugation quest I also have to do. Where is that exactly? Alright, first I should get this stuff
大事に
first.
しますね。
ありがとう。大事にするよ。
Junction area. Oh, Lever District. Oh, okay. I was like, why is it still saying something in Lever District? That's why. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, so this is probably at the coffee shop again. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's the same chick who was waiting for someone earlier. Oh, a topic? Okay. Oh, you're the one who took my Pintilli wallet. Though I've since gotten it back. But out of curiosity, why did you wait till now to apologize and return my mirror? Why does that matter? Just take the damn money already. These two. I recognize one of them. She was one of our former clients. 4SBG was one of the first ones we worked on together. Yeah, the fancy watch she got from her parents was stolen. We helped her buy it back. Oh, yeah. Right. We had to go to, Yeah, I forgot about that.
聞かせてもらうぜ。
Oh, it's you guys. Long time no see, young lady. It's been quite a while. Is there some kind of trouble going on? Who are you guys? People got nothing to do with this shit scram. Funnily enough, we do have something to do with this. I'm a Spriggan. My assistants and I helped get her wallet back. Spriggan? Based on how this conversation is going, one might infer that you're the one who stole the wallet. Is she only now deciding to apologize? Yes, she reached out to me out of nowhere, saying she wanted to meet up so that she could apologize. I was a little nervous, but she seemed pretty distraught, so... Anyway, I'm returning the 5,000 mirror I stole from your wallet and adding in the 5,000 you had spent to buy it back. That makes 10,000, so you forgive me once and for all, right? I don't know if that old guy is a friend of yours or what, but you better not sick him on me, okay? Oh, she's gone. I don't really understand what that was all about. Do you want to chase her? Nah, we shouldn't need to. Does seem like a pickpocket though, so what do you think? We didn't catch her in the act, so I'm willing to look the other way. Of course, I will remember her face. Thanks again for helping me back then. I wonder how that woman got my contact information. I don't think my address was in my wallet. Is it really okay for me to accept this mirror? It ain't counterfeit. You're probably fine. But who's this old guy she was talking about? And this is the second time this has happened? Oh, my bad. Second time this has happened. But yeah, it's like, this does seem to be like they're dealing with old jobs we did, because that was back with the original crew, right? Like, I think it was when, was it just when me and Agnes were doing stuff together, or was it when, me, Agnes, and, like, Fairy and Aaron as, like, the original four? It seems to be kind of around, like, at least supposedly me and, Agnes, because, again, since they were calling it as, like, from files, it has to be a long time ago, so... At the very least before Rosette joined our team, and then after that it was Quatre, Beauregard, and Judith. At least from my understanding.
少々いいでしょうか?
You're asking if anything unusual has happened with the monitor recently? Yeah, I thought you might have heard something since you're the owner. Not a thing. I haven't gotten any reports about it either. All passers-by can't sign the monitor, not just people visiting Iota. Between the space program and all the new movie ads, it's definitely been getting more attention lately. If someone could get sick just by looking at it, you'd think there'd be more victims. That's definitely true. If the guild receives such a report, it'd become their first priority. It could be the problems hidden specifically so that no one would believe the victims even if they did speak up. True, though it may be too early to draw conclusions one way or another. You say it happens when they just look at the monitor? Do you have any idea? I just remembered that I might have heard something about that in a lecture, back when I was studying at the Institute of Science. If I remember right, there was a sort of technology involving moving pictures that had been misused. Oh, like subliminal messaging maybe or something? Lectures do often cover well-known misuses and risks of past technology. If there was already word of it happening when Ilhan was in school, Yeah, it may have been an accident from long ago, so I can't remember it very well. No, that was actually informative in a lot of ways. Thanks. Interesting. Okay, next, I'll just check Albert District again, in case there's anything. Probably not, but I just figure I might as well. Okay, good, there's nothing here. Let's go back here. Let's go to the junction area real quick and deal with this monster. Just because I'm already here for like an hour, we haven't really done anything yet.
Yes,
Here's the quick mask, good. Oh, my bad. Wrong button. Okay, good, it's just at the depths again. Yeah, so let me go here. I think this team should be okay, I think. Yeah. Or should I switch a... No, maybe I should switch a link. I don't know. But let me check our arts again. Let's see. We have Earth, Time, Space, Water, Space. Yeah, maybe I should put it for Mirage and at least I have Abyssal Flame. So let me actually do that real quick. Damn it, this is why I want Aaron on the team. But no, Fairy has to stay here for some particular reason. Seriously, what fucking reason could it be? Alright, let's go check this shit out. Huh? No. No, no, no. Why is this fucking cube here? Dude, this cube should have died in the Reverie Corridor. Why is it here? Or is this the other cube monster? I don't remember. There were technically like 2 of them. I think. Right? I don't even remember anymore. No, this is the one from like the Reverie Corridor, right? What the fuck? Wait, hold up. Cubellian Terros. I don't think I remember that thing in the center, but again, it's like, how many times am I gonna have to fight cube monsters? Okay, only 200,000. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world, you know? So, fuck, that's right, I can't use the, Grendel here. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I'm on Judith. Why am I being so dumb? Might as well. Let's see. Yeah, cast time. Let's do this. Yeah, Soul Flare. Now we'll do Cobalt Curtain. Good. Let's go with, or actually, hold on. Let's lower the resistance real quick. Next. And then we will go with... Oh, right. Should probably... I'm not going to do anything else yet, just because I kind of already healed the team to an extent. Should I do the CP stuff? Yeah, you know what? Probably attack Sage for now. Just for the sake of it. Now do Vandalize, right? Yeah, I think it should be good.
動します。ミスティックビジョン参ります。
さあ畳みかけるぞ。
助かりました。ここが攻め時かと。
ドライブ開始します。
お返しだ。
許さないわよ。行きます。慎重に参りましょう。やっちゃいなさい。癒しはアルテアヒーラー。
助かったぜ。
捉えました。やあ、こちらのターンです。守れクリスタルシェル。助かりました。おせおせでいくわよ。ミッション開始といきましょうか。覚悟はいい？用意しれなさい。グリムナイトレーズ。
こちらの番だ。はっせい。
おまけよ。
行くぜ。容赦はしねえぜ。とくと味わえ。蒼天反射。お返しだ。
支援します。やえい、ここです。隙あり。はっしやあ、チャンスです。さあ行きますよ。鮮やかに染まれセリーズファンタジア。
ブーストゲージ上限開放。
お返しだ。お返しだ。チャンスだ。そらよ。見せてやれジェリス。
ドライブ開始します。
支援します。
ガンガン行くぞ。
わかりました。この調子で行きましょう。おせおせで行くわよ。ドライブ開始。
お返しだ。
ドライブ開始。
援護するぜ。
いただき。手を貸すわ。援護する。
ブーストゲージ
や
手伝うよ。
頼んだ。
おしゃい。ストレイキャッツ。失礼。チャンスです。守れクリスタルシェル。助かりました。
決まってけよ。
慎重に参りましょう。
ドライブを開始します。
お返しだ。
隙ありです。支援します。手伝います。回復します。助かりました。
お返しだ。借りは返すぜ。はっせい。
おまけよ。
お返しだ。
お願い。はあ、そこです。こちらのターンです。はっし、今です。許さないわよ。負けていくわよ。バリアントスナッチ。もう一丁。
頼んだ。
おしゃい。ストレイキャップ。失礼。チャンスです。守れクリスタルシェル。助かります。いや続きます。
上等だ。はあ、行くぜ。
サポートするわ。
こっちだ。そらそら見せてやれジュリス。
華麗なるショーの始まりよ。覚悟はいい？酔いしれなさい。グリムナイトルーズ。決めて。バ
しまいにしようぜ。さあ、うわーはあ、バンダライスレイダー。お返しだ。お返しだ。
こちらのターンです。
シャートブーストスキル発動。
はっはっ、そこです。
お返しだ。
私が相手です。いやいや、ここです。
チャンスだ。はっせい。
もらったわ。
手伝うよ。任せたよ。
これはとっておきです。鮮やかに染まれセリーズファンタジア。
There we go.
掴んだぜ。
At least I gave Agnes some time to actually use her S break.
性能アップです。
掴んだぜ。
Nice.
もっと皆さんのお役に。ステップアップね。
Good, those are actually some of the things I actually didn't want to level up, so that actually works perfectly for me. Ooh, I got a Banjo set from this too. Awesome.
週から振り込まれたわ。
Okay, getting close to Law 3. So I will take that. Alright, where's the healing area? There we go. Give me the money.
これで万全ですね。
No, so let me check real quick. Can I upgrade Elaine's last thing or not yet? Yes, okay, good. There we go. I just want to have it ready. Because it's like, I know I'm going to need to put something there at some point,
任
so...
せてもらおう。
Let's see, what did I want? Oh yeah, I needed water because I might want a burst game for her. I mean, yes, I could try to put like Deadly Lance or something. Or actually, maybe Executioner would be better. Follow up upon stun or hitting stun foes. I don't know. That's a tough one. But then again, I do kind of use her for art, so maybe burst game wouldn't really help. But her HP is pretty... Well, let me see if there's anywhere else I would put water stuff. Because if I can, maybe I would do that. Let's see. Oh, but if I can get, like, the next thing of Solarverse here, potentially get Avenging Arts, then I could put a fire here. No, but I have Break, though. Oh, wait, no, but I need something here for... Yeah, I might need this. Oh, but Avenging Arrow also sounds nice, though. Oh, no, Guardian, though. Guardian would actually be pretty good here.
属性専用のスロットだ
Yeah, maybe Guardian would be better. Yeah, maybe having Guardian would be better.
属性専用のスロットだ
And doing this,
属
that
性
could
専
actually
用のスロ
help.
ットだ
So, yeah, let me put this here. Let me put mine 2 here.
スキルが更
So
新
I
さ
can
れ
just
た
make a
ぞ
mine 3 later if I have to. At least I can have someone with Guardians. And then, like I said, I could put a fire here potentially. Oh wait, actually I would need to put a wind thing here first, wouldn't I? Yeah, because even though I have strike 3 here, or I guess I could always put strike here and then get rid of evade. Because again, I do need Tempest first, now that I think about it. That's kind of the situation I found myself in. Wait, how many of do I even have any new material pluses to use right now? Let me check. No, I do not. Okay. Figured.
よしゲットだ
I might have to figure that out a bit more, but for now, at least I have skill stones to use. I want to get everything to at least level 4. Oh shit, wrong thing. I almost accidentally used the wrong stone.
さらなる高みへ研ぎ澄ませるわよさらなる高みへ
Yeah, we need level up. Boost recovery. Can I get it? A 2.4, okay. Stun damage to 18. Power up by 1. Okay, maybe not yet. Alright, to attack. Okay. Yeah, because this will at least bring 1% for everything. Decrease in self-delay. Stun damage and side attack. I guess that could also work. Let me actually go with Silvery Cross since that's pretty cheap. So I kind of envision myself using that a bit more. Okay, let's see. See if I can do stuff for Rosette too, because she also needs this. Yeah, maybe Mystic Vision if at all possible. Yeah.
スキル性能
Try to
向上です
get that up by 1. I don't know why I had a hard
威
time
力と
saying
効
that.
率を高めました
Okay, perfect sniper level 4. Skull Raider, unfortunately couldn't. Dude, I still can't believe Skull Raider is this fucking expensive. Like, look, I get that it's to like accelerate the flow for us and the team in range, but dude, that's so much. That's even more than my S-Brig. Like, at least make it like 100. I can at least buy that as opposed to like, oh, it's almost your entire CP. Like, why? So dumb. I haven't used Silent Chaser that much, so
スキル
let's
性能
actually do
向上
that.
です
Now for an arts one, can I do? I guess I can do it for Twilight Kiss at least. Yeah, let's actually do that.
ステップアップね
Okay, yeah, so now I'm gonna have to do more stuff for Judith then. Yeah, Stray Cat, Criminal Butte, Shadow Acceleration. Okay, so yeah, most of these 5 are already good to go. I should focus on everyone else. I did also at least do Aaron stuff by making him an MVP at one point. So probably Quattray and Burgard will be next. But at the very least I did do this, so good. Okay, so yeah, we checked all these other places. Now let's go to Charlotte real quick.
ゴーゴーです
Then we'll do the connect events once we're done with like all the quests, and then we'll figure something else out in a bit. Yeah, the casino, the hotel. But I have to check out the sports book. Let me just check out the places where I can buy
サ
stuff.
ーチするわよ
ようこそおいでくださいました
Because at least I can use that now.
今後ともどうかごひい
さて
Okay, so yeah, check the museum, then the cabaret. Then, yeah, I'll just go around counterclockwise then. Oh shit! Wait, I could just get my Forest BG here real quick.
どうしようかしら。
The work of one of the artists, Kisara Christia, in our 3 up-and-coming artists exhibition has been vandalized. I'd like to go figure out who's responsible for this. Oh, okay. I mean, I'll do that in a bit. I still have other quests I need to do. Oh, wait, we have to go investigate. Okay. Damn. I'll save that in a bit. Let me go check these other places real quick. Oh, right, I forgot. It's not just like straight down. It's like I have to go this way. Oh, okay. It's Dominique and the old man from Hayward, right? 3 of these. This. Okay, what the fuck are you doing here, old man? Old Eastern man. We know who he is. Grammy?
ああ、あんたたちか。
What
午
was his
前中
name?
の話は聞かせてもらったよ。
Weed, maybe? I could be wrong.
アーロンはおらぬようだが久しいな。
No,
裏
actually,
解決屋の面
that
々
would be someone else, wouldn't it?
それとラウダーマオ殿の孫娘も一緒だったか。
Oh, no, Jian. Right, old man Jian.
誰がラウダーマオだい。まったく、あんたは相変わらずだね。
Huh. Well, I guess considering how well connected you are, it shouldn't be a surprise that you know him too. You're asking about the society? Nah, nix that. It's gotta be about whatever So and Ashen are after, isn't it? Of course. That would make sense. Indeed, you're correct. Strange disappearances and mysterious white ornament. The details of what happened at the auction house have been shared across Hayward, and various families have begun to make their own moves. However, I'm unable to share anything more than that with you. Come on! We gave you guys the info. Even though you guys technically gave us a picture of the orbits. Like, we're the ones doing the real investigation. But shouldn't we be cooperating as much as we can in time? Exactly! It's like, this isn't just a Hayward thing, you know? Besides, it's not like we're telling you to tell us, like, oh, like, tell us everything about Hayward and all the weaknesses they have right now. At least give us something, man. Aaron's not in Hayward, so it's understandable that you wouldn't share anything with us. Dude, come on! How many times have we saved their fucking asses? Like, seriously. With the whole thing with Aaron turning into the tyrant. What else? So trying to establish his own family, and then when Ashen became the bad guy, like, come on, you owe us. You owe us a lot, you fucking asshole. Well, this geezer's being so unusually stubborn today. It's even giving me a headache. At this point, we both know each other's weaknesses, so it's a real pain in my backside trying to break him down. I've truly underestimated you. Yes, I imagine she's just about the only person who could negotiate with one of Hayward's elders like this. Well, we have some good new information via the society about the white orbit they left to you. Since you were the ones who went through the effort of getting it, I suppose we can give you something to work with as compensation. Huh, much obliged. Thank you. But dude, it shouldn't only be because of that. How many times did we say you fucking ass? You do one thing for us and you think that equals it out. Fuck no. You know that much, and I guess we had some scary folks following us the whole time we were down in the basement, huh? Wait, really? We were probably already marked by the time we visited So and Ashen for information. Well, duh. Because we always end up finding the stuff. Didn't even notice, but wouldn't Shizuna have been able to see them? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like they'd be a threat to her, because, I mean, come on, Shizuna. You really think she's gonna care? She didn't care about anyone else except finding one individual. After all, she only tagged along with us because she was hoping maybe she'd be able to fight McBurn. Especially since everyone else got to actually brawl with him except for her. I'm sure she spotted him, yeah. Probably decided to be funny to let them beat him. Exactly, because it's like, what good would it do her to tell us about that? Literally nothing. That woman, I swear. Anyway, what sort of info do you have for us, Jen? Strictly speaking, I'm not part of Arclight Solutions, but I hope it's okay if I sit in on this as well. I'll join in myself if it's all the same. I call the information, but it's more question than it is answer. So, the White Orman you recovered. As I'm sure you've noted already, it bears a strong resemblance to Epstein's legacy, the Genesis. Yeah, your point? You may have forgotten, but one of them was hidden away in Langport. To be precise, it was in Heilong Chengjai. Land that was sealed away 40 years ago. Right. And that's the thing, how did it end up there, right? Because, again, if it was supposed to be hidden, why choose there of all places? That is another question. It's probably not the question he's going to bring up, but it's a question to me, you know? Because, look, the place where we first found it with Agnes, that at least, like, there was a trap set in the gargoyles, so that I get. But some of the other places where they were hidden, it's like, Amada already knew the locations and possessed, like, half of them by that point. It's like, does kind of bring it into question. Wait, is that... Oh, I remember them mentioning this before. Right, because this was way before Quadre became part of the team. If I recall correctly, that location has close ties to Aaron's circumstances. Yeah, because it was still also before her. As you learned back then, we of Hayward sealed the tyrant away to die there. And one of the Genesis you came there for, was sealed in the very same place with him. Oh, yeah, true. So why was it there? It's like it was meant to be used for him, or something. So that then begs the question, why did he have one of Epstein's devices in the first place? Yes, thank you. That is the million-dollar question. Why would he even have it? It's not like he was technologically adept with stuff, especially in the legend that we saw in the Memento Orb, right? Because everything seemed fine. And then he went out of control, and then it's like for some reason he still had the Genesis? Why? When from whom? Or when, from whom, and under what circumstances did the tyrant obtain that Genesis? Right, because that's the other thing, it's like, if, let's say, Epstein gave it to the tyrant, for example, just as a possibility, when he heard about him becoming the tyrant and everything, why didn't he think to just retrieve it back, right? Why just leave it there as if it's like, oh, they're not going to misuse it or anything? Like, it can't just be trust or something to that measure. No one, not even us at the highest levels of Hayward, had any knowledge about that device being there. Oh. What, you mean like it was buried alongside him or something? Yeah, because it was never noted in any of the history, now that you think about it. Seriously? See, this is what I mean. It's like, why isn't Aaron a part of this? If anything, this has to do with him. It's true, it's interesting, it's like, why is Hayward getting involved now at all times? Like, I get about, like, some of their people, but it's like, they're bringing in some pretty big professionals here for this. Like, they brought all the big dogs. They brought So, they brought Gao Lang, they brought Risha, Ashen. That's a lot of the big names. Now Jen too. Huh. If it was 40 years ago, that would have been 15 years after Professor Epstein had passed. Oh, okay, so he had passed away. Okay, so we do have that clarified. I was wondering if it was like, it was similar to like Dominic and PGR, that it's just like, no one knew what happened to him afterward. Okay. So yeah, it's like, who would have put it there? Maybe Hamilton? Because again, she would have been the only one alive at the time and in Calvert to do it, but again, I don't see any point in doing so. Again, it's like, would Hayward have really had, like, owed her that much of a favor for it? Because it doesn't seem like the Genesis is part of his legacy or his power or anything. So maybe not. How could it have possibly made it all the way from him to Langpoint? Thinking about it, it's the same sort of situation for those people with the White Orphans, right? That's right. A group similar to D&G. Orphans that are similar to the Genesis. There are a lot of coincidences piling up all of a sudden. So, it's AD. That's more of an important point than I expected. That's all the compensation I can give you for now. As long as the family heads are operating in the same area such as Edith, there are more likely to be times when they'll collaborate. So feel free to arrange for any further exchanges you'd like with myself, my granddaughter So, or even Yin. Yep, that's the plan. That reminds me, I should get in touch with Risha. Okay, good. Okay, at least we know why Hay was still around. Because I was kind of wondering, because again, it's like, It'd be one thing if one of their people were here, or if So was like just using us to like further his venture or whatever. But it doesn't explain why everyone from there is here. Like seriously, it's almost everyone significant to a Hayway except the Ashen's father is all here. But see, that's what I mean. If this is gonna be an important point, why isn't Aaron a mandatory member? Maybe this is where we try to uncover a bit more of that. Maybe. Again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I'm man enough to admit if I am wrong. Yeah, this penguin's just always around, just having the time of their lives, aren't they? Okay. What's that?
どうしましょうか。
You use the bookie service, right? What event would you like to bet on? Okay, the one that looks interesting is professional basketball summer tournament, maybe? Red Tigers is the summer tournament's dark horse. Might not be a bad idea to bet on that one and use it as a point of reference. Ooh, daring, aren't we? Yeah, you know what? Let's bet on the underdog.
結果をお楽し
Just to check things out.
どうしましょうか。
Okay, yeah, so that's just it. Okay. Oh, so damn, I forgot to do it for the other chapter then. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so I still have to visit the museum. I always keep wasting my time doing the poker stuff, so I'll just save that for, like, off-stream or another time. Because otherwise we're just gonna be stuck here forever. Ooh, something for Rosette. Ooh, okay, we got 2 of these. Nice. Wait, what was it? Oh, right, a gift. My bad. I don't know why that was so hard for me to understand. Okay, good. Got the bond to level 3. Awesome. How many more do I have? Vandalize art. This. Okay. Weirdest strange illness. Yeah, we still haven't seen that yet. Oh, street monitors. Okay. Oh, wait, I have to go to the actual ones? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one had the street monitor, wouldn't
失
it?
礼します。
It's kind of confused. People feeling unwell after looking at the monitor. Terribly sorry, but I haven't heard about anything like that. Certainly it would be inexcusable if the Shonen were to ignore something negatively impacting our guests. Yeah, because to be fair, they do have to play also, so it's like anything that would harm their advertising for that event would be something that they would have to notice. I see. You get a lot of visitors here and the monitor surely attracts attention. Yes, after all, it is a curved monitor, which is the latest tech. I don't know the details, but I have heard it's quite the groundbreaking technology. Yes, we've only just started having curved screens capable of matching the standards of flat ones. The fact that you can see it even when you're not looking straight on makes it incredibly effective for advertising. I heard they're considering introducing them to a variety of formats like desktop computers. Quatrain, you look kind of happy. That's tech enthusiast for you. But since we're here, you notice anything curious? Anything at all? Doesn't even have to involve people who look at the monitor. Now that you mention it, I did overhear a guest mentioning something he saw on the monitor. He claimed he saw a white image flash on it for just a second. A white image? I kept an eye out for it myself just in case, but I never saw a thing. I concluded that perhaps the screen was a little unstable even though it is the latest model. I can't deny the possibility, I suppose. Well, thanks for answering our questions. You've heard a lot about the screens Radley mentioned. However, while we received some concerning reports, I hesitate to say we found any decisive leads. Yep. Klein's not the only one who's seen the monitors. A bunch of other folks have seen them too. And nobody else has gotten sick from it besides her. Just to make sure, we're still planning to trust Radley and continue the investigation, right? Of course. She really is feeling sick. And that's all we need to know. Yes, I suppose you're right. There may be some sort of prerequisite required for it to occur. Something that causes it to only work on specific people in the crowds. Is that even possible? If that's true, at this point we should probably check the footage for ourselves. The footage was presumably provided by the respective advertising companies. The guild could probably acquire it under the pretext of assisting with the investigation. You could arrange that for us, it'd be a big help. Let's get in touch and see what we can negotiate. So they contacted the Orbital Cafe and the Chardon again. After receiving permission from the advertising companies, the group was given the video footage. Pieces of digital images were mixed into the gaps in the footage at an unknown time. Just as I thought. I'll try displaying them. Oh, after dawn. I see. The hell's this? A white image? Could this be what we heard about at the Chardon? I think so. Though the guest probably only noticed it by chance. It appears this was inserted between frames in the video via the Orbital network. Right, because they did this with the Dragon Ball Abridged, where they put some very unique images for like a split second in between certain times, like for a solar flare, if I remember correctly. It was like, wait, what the fuck? And when you answered, you were like, oh my god. No doubt about it. It's intended to create a subliminal effect. Yeah, subliminal messaging. I know about that stuff. Subliminal? It is a technique to influence one's subconscious using images that flash by at imperceivable speeds. I've heard that it works on the unconscious mind, and to some extent can even control the way someone thinks. Yeah. I think they also tried that in like the Danganronpa 3 anime, I think. Yep. Word is that when Orbital movies first started out, they experimented with it in local theaters. Say, by inserting images of popcorn in the movie, they could dramatically increase sales. Yeah. It's like why you see so many ads of that, like, in between that. And it's also like how they have the commercials for, like, get these drinks for, like, when you watch the Super Bowl and stuff like that, you know? But which reminds me, has the Super Bowl actually even happened? It might have actually already happened and I didn't even know. I actually just want to check. Oh, okay, no, it hasn't happened yet. The Pro Bowl is tomorrow. The Super Bowl is on Sunday, okay. Seahawks and Patriots, okay. Wonder if the Patriots will make it back to win it again, or if it'll be the Seahawks this time. It wouldn't really matter to me which one it was. I'm just curious. After that, though, cults and frauds started abusing it. Nowadays, there are regulations to protect against it. I know about the part with the movies, but I can't believe it actually works. Subliminal imprinting. Could such a thing really have an impact on Renly's physical health? There's physiological precedent, so I don't think it's impossible. Though I can't say it's happening in this case for sure, nor what the conditions have to be to make it happen. Who in the world would do this and why? We need to put a stop to it as soon as we can. I mean, you can see it! Come on! Yep, Klein might not be the only victim. Think we can trace the data? I'm currently using the Orbital network to attempt to trace the data containing the image. There, the address appears to be the control room at Tryon Tower. Of all places? Sven and Nadia conducted an investigation there previously. We should be able to reach it via the stairs of the observation deck. Yep. Well, no time like the present. Oh, okay, so I still have to go there. Well, I mean, I kinda can't right now, because otherwise I move main story, so let's actually start this first. So let me actually go here and start this museum quest real quick. Just to have it done. It'd be better for me to do that right now. That way I can have just enough time to do that, and then maybe also do the connection events just straight after. Oh yeah, I guess they closed the museum just so... Oh, okay, yeah, I see the vandalizing. Closed temporarily. This seems to be related to the Force BG we saw earlier. Are you going to take it on, Van? I mean, why the fuck not? I am pretty curious about it. Let's talk to him now. Are you the Spriggan I kept hearing about? Thank you for coming all this way. No worries. It's all part of the job. More importantly, seems like you got something big going down. Well, yes. We're putting on a 3-person exhibit to get people excited about the future of contemporary art. Perhaps it'd be easy to just show you what's going on. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, okay, no. Okay, I thought it was the other day. This is... my goodness. Awful, isn't it? Here's what the original picture looked like. I know what it looked like. It looked like a cat. Sara does do graffiti. So I can see how someone would think this is intentional if they haven't seen the original. Still, the area has been painted over is too big. Yes, it's nothing but a desecration of the artist's work. When did you first notice this? It was being displayed to the general public as usual this morning. Oh, okay, no, that picture was always the same, I bet. I thought that was like a vandal, like the part of vandalism, but no, that was always there. Yeah, I saw it too. There weren't any issues I was aware of. Oh yeah, when we did our connect event. Hey, we're bringing it up. As it happens, we had maintenance scheduled to be done in the exhibition hall at noon today. We closed temporarily at exactly 12 o'clock. I call it maintenance, but it was mostly just adjusting the lighting. We leave it to the artists themselves to handle who comes and goes during that time. That was when this occurred. An incident during maintenance, huh? Well, who's the one who found it first? That would be Angie, one of Kasara's friends from school. She was going in and out of the exhibition hall helping Kasara. Apparently she had seen it when she had just come back from the restroom. Nobody else was there at the time. There was a window when it was unattended? Yes, that's right. Angie actually shrieked when she saw it. She was so startled. I came running, as did other members of staff. That was around 12:50 p.m. I see. Sure, the purpose of someone involved in the exhibit. Based on what we've heard, it doesn't seem possible for an outsider to be the culprit. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, because she would have seen it, or at least seen someone exit. I'm glad you're quick to understand. Kasara, the victim of the situation, went as far as to say that the piece had become charming in its own way. She even claimed we didn't need to look for the culprit. As the person in charge of the exhibition, I couldn't ignore what happened. But that's the thing, it's like, if she was the one who maybe did it, why would she have to call out on it, right? She could have left well enough alone until someone else found it. Because then no one would have an alibi, right? If anything, it kind of paints her into seeing the crime if she's the first one. Because you know how they always say the first person to find, like, the body or to see the crime or whatever, they could potentially be guilty. Because either they didn't make it on time, so they had to kind of hastily look like they found it just as it was, or they try to make it seem like they're innocent by playing the victim card. I suppose that's true. Yes, we cannot deny the possibility of this occurring a second time. That said, I really don't want to make this into a major incident either. Which is why Kasara recommended I reach out to the Spriggan for help. Okay, that... You know what? Yeah, because the police would probably sanction it off and be like, you can't do this for a while. And the guild, considering they work with the people, they'd probably also have to send a notice too. Okay, fair. That's one question answered. Say, do you mind if everyone involved sticks around? Ooh, we're getting interrogated. Not at all. We already made a call to have everyone remain here. Kasara left in shock, as you might expect. But if need be, I'm sure she would be willing to answer your questions. I see. Seems everything is in place for us to make a deduction. Well, I get the picture now. We just need to find people with alibis first, or maybe people who were in groups, and then we can cross them off the list. For the record, I was working on the second floor at midday, so I have no knowledge about who came or went from the exhibition hall. My alibi shouldn't have any issues, so I'd appreciate if you didn't count me among your suspects. Confident, aren't you? You don't seem to be lying at any rate. Yeah, because also, why bring this up? Well, no, I guess he would still kind of have to bring it up, but again, if he wanted it to interfere with the exhibition, he could have just called anyone else. Why don't we start by having a brief chat with the other people involved? Wow, vandalized art. Funny. You guys are the fixers then. Appreciate the help. Let me start by saving you some time. I didn't do it. You got proof? There was simply never a time when I was alone. Raymond asked me for help, so I was working with him the whole time. Really? You better check with Raymond too to see if his story tracks. Just for reference, may I ask what kind of work you were doing here? Sure. The appearance of rust is crucial to these pieces, but it can change bit by bit. So I regularly check the color and adjust the balance accordingly. I see. The appearance. Anyway, I get that you're particular about this. But tell me, what do you think of Kasawa's art? Well, of the three of us exhibiting, her work seems to be getting the most attention. But that alone, I had no choice but to be conscious of it. I would never do anything to follow another person's art. Is that right? I understand. I get it, he kind of has to keep an open mind, because true, could do it in the sense that it's like, it could help his art look better. But again, it's like, to be fair, if he has an alibi, we kind of have to cross him off the list. Let's talk with Raymond first. Because identifying the alibi is the best thing. Okay, mad. Oh, he's Raymond.
ようこそいらっ
Oh,
しゃいま
okay,
せ
yeah, there's something to shop here.
またどうぞ
Raymond, right? You're the guy who was working part-time at the flower shop in Old Town. Memory serves, you're working here while attending art college full-time. Yeah, I was inspired by Jess, who even now is pursuing his dreams. I may be a bit of a late bloomer, but I decided to pursue mine too. Well, it's never too late to give something a try. What's important is whether or not you're satisfied. Man, you're right. Thank you. So, can we ask you about today's incident? Yeah, of course. Though, to be honest, I don't know much. I was busy helping Felix at midday after all. We were together the whole time. That matches with what we heard before. In that case, it seems likely they're both innocent. I take it you don't know much about what was happening around you then. Yeah, I'm sorry to say. Truly, all I know is that Felix is innocent. Alright, that's all our questions answered. Yeah, because I mean, even then, if one of them had scoped out, like, as like security while the other vandalized, that would have also brought its own set of attention, you know? Unless they were a bodyguard. Oh, give me a second. Sorry about that. Had to answer a call regarding like lunch and everything. Okay, so next, let's talk with Mehmet here. You must be the ones investigating the incident. I'll answer any questions I can. Fire away. Alright then. Let's start with your alibi. I don't remember exactly when I was in the exhibition room, but it shouldn't be hard to prove. I was with Ashanti the entire time. She's the one who works as the curator, right? We'll want to confirm this with her later. By the way, what were you doing in the exhibition room? I was adjusting the lights that illuminate the art. Although it's indoors, the lighting still changes between morning and afternoon. I'm mindful of how the shadows fall. It may not sound like much, but the work I do is vital. Not true, because it's like... True, certain... The way lighting is can definitely like change how our picture is viewed. It's like when doing photography. Like the angle, the lighting, and all this stuff can create a beautiful scene, or it can change the entire effect that it's supposed to bring. It sounds like there's a lot to think about behind the scenes. It's been informative. Last question. May I ask what you think of Kisara? Well, she's the youngest of the three of us. To put it plainly, I think she's more passionate than either Felix or myself. That's exactly why I can't afford to let her outdo me. We may work in different mediums, but she ignites my fighting spirit. I see. That makes sense. Okay, so... yeah, Ashanti. There we go. You're the curator here, right? Think you could tell us what you know? Well, I was helping Mehmet at noon today. We got lunch together after that, so I can at least prove his alibi. That matches the testimony we just heard from him. That doesn't leave much room for doubt. As far as the others go, I honestly have no idea. Honestly, I'm finding this whole thing hard to swallow. You have my sympathies. Anyway, thanks for your testimony. Wait, look, I'm gonna check to make sure, because sometimes the wording can change. Like I want to make sure they all said like at noon. Worked with the whole time. Rest, checking the balance. Well, I mean, if he has to do it accordingly, that kind of means he has to go back and forth, right? But, I mean, Raymond says he was there the whole time with him. Let me see. Yeah, helping midday, so that would still be noon. Together the whole time. Okay, yeah, Mehmet said at noon. Okay. I mean, they all seem to have an alibi. Oh, it's you guys. Kasara's always talking about you. We work out in Old Town. You might say we got a bit of a connection to Kasara. I'm sure what happened here must be quite a shock. Though it might be difficult for you, would you mind cooperating with us so that we can find the culprit? Alright, but I don't know if I'll be of any help. You were with Kasara at the time, right? Right. She wanted me to help her reposition her painting. Got here around 12:30 p.m. I think. It seemed like everyone else had already finished by then, but that's when we got to work. So you two were the last ones there? The work itself didn't take more than 10 minutes. Someone said she wanted to use the restroom, so I went with her. I finished first, so I went to the exhibition hall before she did. And that's when you saw the painting like that? I was really surprised, and even shrieked. And that's when everyone else came running. Kasara lagged behind the others? Yes, she was the last to arrive. I tried to talk to her, but she just left the art gallery. I understand. I think that's all we need for now. Thank you so much, Angie. Don't mention it. But Kasara came last, and then she dashed out. But it's her painting, isn't it? So why would she leave? I don't know. I mean, maybe she's upset that her masterpiece or her work was vandalized. It's like, why would you do something that I put my passion into? Maybe. Seems like we learned all again out of these people. Yes, you're right. We have enough to make a tentative inference, but... well, no use stalling around. Just give a report for now. Okay, I can't really say case closed yet, though. But again, he still doesn't really have an alibi for, like, where he was. How did it go? You determined the culprit? I think we're on the cusp. You mind gathering everyone here? Damn, I actually don't know. Sounds like you found out the truth. I'm nervous for some reason. Hold nothing back. Tell us, who's the culprit? Well, we don't have conclusive evidence yet, but... Felix, Mehmed, Angie, someone. I mean, again, it can't be Felix or Mehmed. They do have alibis, and it stands completely. Angie and them went there at 12:30, but that doesn't really say anything else. They both went to the bathroom. She went out, and she shrieked. But was it an immediate shriek, though? That's the issue. I don't know. I wish we had a bit more detail as to like what the time was of that reaction, at the very least, because depending on how long it took from after the bathroom break as well, and like when the bathroom break was, then we could at least see if someone would even have enough time to vandalize it like that. I'm gonna say someone else. The culprit is someone who isn't here. Huh? Oh? No way. That's right. That's ridiculous. No, but it makes sense though, because again, no one was here. No one was here the whole time. Everyone else has kind of an alibi. And I don't know. Again, it could potentially be the event planner because he doesn't have an alibi. Again, I'm not saying it is him, but it's like, there's too much to say that it's like, it can't be any of us. And again, for Angie, it's most accounted for. Let me speak bluntly. It was Angie, wasn't it? Hold on. You can't just decide that on your own. It's true that according to our investigation, Angie was the only one without an alibi. Yeah, because, again, that's the thing. It's like, people would think it's the first person at the scene of the crime. But that's not always the case, though. And again, we can't really infer that much to automatically say she is the culprit. Because again, if she was out here right after it happened and she was the one who vandalized, what happened to the spray cans, right? Or like whatever was used to vandalize it. You would have seen traces of it at the time. She would have had nowhere to hide it. Especially since everyone would probably check their piece afterwards to see if they got vandalized too, you know? But we learned there was one other person without an alibi. It couldn't be. Yeah, because again, it's like, why would she run off? Especially when she's the last one there. It could be that she went to the bathroom. There may be like a window or a duct or something that she could leave the bathroom, go vandalize the piece, go sneak the long way back out, especially since no outsiders can come in, right? No outsiders could come in and out. But she would be able to because she's part of the exhibit. Go back the way she came from, and then be the last one to arrive after the bathroom break. But it makes me think, why would she recommend, what was it? Why would she recommend that, to call the Spriggan? Curtis? Are you guys still stuck there? I spotted Kisara, but then I lost sight of her again. Curtis? So he's been pursuing Kisara, huh? What in the world? Leave the talk for later. We're going after him. I'm coming too. Exchange information, decided to meet up in Riverside. Yep, called that shit. I was like, it's way too easy for it to be Angie. Whenever I spot Kisara, she gets away again. I'm not sure, but I think she's still nearby. Sounds like it'd be most efficient if we split into two groups. We'll take the far side of the bridge, so you take this one. Got it. Oh, okay, yeah, this one. I was about to be like, wait, am I on the right side? I am. Here we go. Oh, okay, under here, yeah. Oh yeah, there is a door here, isn't there? Finally found you, Kisara Christia. Well done, Spriggan. Do you enjoy getting to play detective? Did you really do it yourself, Kisara? That's why you came here, isn't it? Because you thought so? Well, it's true. Are you freaking kidding me? We finally caught up to you. Perfect timing. I wanted you two to hear this too. What do you think I am? Huh? Kisara. Until just half a year ago, I was nobody. A stone on the road, or less than that. I was gutter trash. And I made all kinds of connections, and before I knew it, the tide was carrying me along. And now the world thinks of me as some sort of genius young artist. What's wrong with that? If anything, it's a blessing. I thought so too, at first. But it was all make-believe. What people want, what the world wants isn't me. They want my title. That's not true. That 3% exhibit is proof. Put bluntly, my work makes even garbage look like fine art in comparison. That piece I made in mess of them was nothing short of atrocious, if I do say so myself. But the graffiti I created after losing my mom, after abandoning North Ambria when I was born, it had soul, a rebellious spirit that boiled in the pit of my stomach. Kisara definitely left an impact. But now I'm spoiled by the people around me. And even if a part of me feels that it's not such a bad thing, there's no one graffiti painting in these conditions can have any kind of soul. And nobody realizes it. Nobody points it out. They don't just say that's the work of a genius. It has to be good. In the end, no one understands the real me. I mean, I get it, right? Because it's supposed to come from inspiration, right? And that can be kind of the problem, right? Like, people look at it and it's like, it's pretty, but it's like, those who are committed to it, they're trying to show a message. They're trying to express their feelings. It's all about expression. If people can't receive that message, then it means that no one's hearing you, your voice. And that can hurt them a lot because, again, it's like they're trying to show that raw emotion, how they feel, their ideas, or even their inspiration. It means the world to them for those pieces. But if no one can really understand it, it just feels shallow. At least from an interpretation kind of aspect. The truth comes to light. That's why I painted over that trash, thinking it was unbearable. The only reason I didn't come forward about it immediately was because the event planner's reaction was funny. He was so obsessed with the young genius that he never suspected me from the start. What a joke. Understand your feelings, really, but they become twisted. This is the real me. You can't handle it? Too bad. But boy, I sure feel a lot better now. Think they'll expel me from Artemis? But they'll even stop calling me a genius. Fine with me. But nothing but trash from the get-go. Sorry, you... Grow up! Angie? I've done nothing but stand by while you got this crap out of your system. Sure, maybe this dark, brooding, tough-talking Kisara is the real you. But the bright, pure-hearted, honest Kisara is real too. I won't let you deny it. I got something to say too. You were raging about how the people around you don't understand you. Everyone has prejudices. Everyone has their own point of view in the world. So name recognition is just as much a legitimate basis of appraisal. I think the fact that you can't even understand that makes you the one who's self-important, don't you? Those are harsh words, but they aren't to the point. Why don't you just cut this all out? What? I'm sure you think you're in too deep after all that tough talk. You thought the same things your friends are saying too, right? It's true. Maybe right now I'm just a brat throwing a tantrum. But it's too late to erase what I've done. Sorry. Did you really think that far ahead? What difference does that make? Just paint over it. That's definitely something you can do in graffiti. But I've already lost sight of how I feel. Really? Express both sides, in my opinion. They're both part of her. Not to steal someone else's analogy, but why not follow up with both ends of the emotional spectrum? On one side, your dark, boiling brooding toward the people who don't see below the surface. And on the other, the bright, pure-hearted gratitude you have for your current environment and situation. That's what I was kind of thinking. Like, that's why I thought the whole, like, difference in the painting was between the two halves of the cat's face. It was like, it was showing two sides of the same coin, you know? That's why I thought it was, like, trying to be a portrayal of. I'm saying you should take all those things together and express them in your graffiti. Both of my sides, huh? Makes sense. You can express those things honestly now. And again, I also didn't really think it was the event planner, because again, it's like, why go that far into going with that agreement anyway? You know what, it works, I guess. I hate to say it, but this really is amazing. Yeah, just what I expect from Kisara. It really draws you in. I think it's partly because we know what went into it. Indeed, there is a passion here that the original could not match. I'm ashamed of my own thoughtlessness now that I've heard the story. It truly is a splendid piece. My dark and bright sides mixed together? Never attempted something like this before. I feel like I did them justice. Yep, the spirit really shows through this work. I bet the exhibit will become even more lively as a result. Yeah, some new edition is going to really get people talking. That's true. In any case, that settles that.
皆様お疲れ様でした。
報酬が振り込まれた？
Okay, how is it gray if, like, in the end we didn't turn her in at all? Like, how does that make sense? Where's the logic for that? But the doctor's here. Like, why are you even here? You know what, I'll actually ask you. An acquaintance of mine is here in the capital, so I came up top to visit them just now. What do I find on my way back but this intriguing little aftermath? I may as well see this graffiti artist's work is all it's cracked up to be. Once they're finished shutting up anyway. Look at you, throwing up like it's no big deal. I wasn't aware you had an appreciation for it. That's a little surprising. Oh, please. It's just a minor work-related association. You see, a former patient of mine is what the discerning would call a virtuoso in the field. Who do you think she means? Sounds like a long story. Honestly, I'd rather not dig into it. Fair. Alright, cool. With that, we finished another thing here. Now we can go to Tryon Tower.
Let's go!
Yeah, because now that I think about it, I actually do have to go see if there's anything new at the movies. Oh, right, I do have to check these stores now, too. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, let me get the cyber goggles, too. Good.
またよろしくね。
ようこそおいでくださいました。
Everything's same. Modify, everything's the same here, too. Gotta check all these shops up here first before I do anything stupid.
どうぞご覧になってくださいませ。
Just this stuff. I mean, I could get the struggle lights for people, I guess. Yeah, you know what, I might as well. Better make sure the team is prepared for anything, really. Since I don't really get them that much anyway, so might be best to look after them. Especially if, like, for Van's party, I might need them more. Okay, so let me save first before we continue. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, these are all the same. Oh, right, yeah, but I viewed these with Van's team. This one I didn't. Okay, Crimson Fist. Let's see. Guess I'll go with Lane and Rosette. I don't know. This feels like it. But I will skip to next scene, though. Just because, again, we did see it already. Miss Fenley's footwork and overall movements were flawless. I've heard there are a number of techniques a boxer employs, such as contorting one's body and shifting weight from leg to leg. I can tell Miss Fenley went to great pains recreating how a boxer like Bev would use her muscles as accurately as possible. So that's why I can feel the weight behind all her movements. Wait, you could tell all that just from watching the movie? Nah, forget it. Where'd you even hear about that stuff? Oh, I studied up quite a bit on ergonomics while acclimating myself to this body. During that time, I used information about how one moves their body in boxing and other unique sports as a reference. It was a fascinating subject, so I remember quite a lot about it even now. Oh, really? So you were a boxing buff this whole time? Go figure. A story about a delinquent who uses boxing to reforge herself and find a new course to embark on. I guess you truly can find meaning in life by devoting yourself fully to something that suits you. Yep. I even think of it as destiny at work. But you could say that both my path as a Spriggan and yours as a Bracer. I suppose in Beth's case, she had a fateful encounter with Mikey because of her imprisonment. In reality, though, not everyone gets that convenient chance encounter with a person who will magically change their life for the better. Right. That's why it's so important for the world to have people like Mikey in it. The more who will take it upon themselves to offer that helping hand to those in need, the better the world becomes. Hence the reason you became a Bracer, me a Spriggan. That said, you can't just sit and wait for someone to swoop in and save the day. Everyone should make every effort to chart their own destiny. I certainly won't argue on that point. This film has given me a lot to think about when it comes to the winding paths life takes. Okay. Yeah, may not have done a lot, but still. Go to at least try it. Seriously? Well, I guess just a bond with the team. Let's check the detective stuff. Let's just go with Bergard and anyways, just to change it up. I will probably just skip it all. Just because again, we have seen the whole movie, so just doing it for that reason, nothing else. Wait, what? Ah, shit. It didn't do it for Agnes? Damn. Why? What, did she maybe already see the movie? Maybe that's what it is. Shit. Should have thought it through a bit more. Ah, whatever. Too late to do anything about that now. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, so there's a quest. Oh, right. About the Spriggan thing. We still haven't finished that yet. I forgot. Oh, okay, yeah, I already have the Moonlight bracelet. I'll check the LeBeau store. Oh, right, you're covered for her. I forgot about that. Okay. Good. Should be about everything. You know what? I'll try to continue with this first before we check whatever story thing's over there, cause... Or actually, no, because it doesn't trigger by me being in the area. It triggers by me talking to the individuals. Wait, what? I don't get it. Oh, okay. It's, Ren and... What, just her classmates? Why does that matter? You know what? They'll tell me later anyway, so I probably shouldn't even ask. I don't know why I keep asking why I know I'm gonna have it answered later. Really? I have it for Jorda? Again, what? Is she gonna become a main part of the team or something, or what? Oh, that's right. I also have to do the Connect events before I do anything else. Alright. Okay, I'll finish this quest, and then I'll do the Connect event. Then we can move on. Could you please refrain from putting this on the front of the paper? Would you be willing to compensate you with consulting fee within reason? And this has both parties completely perplexed. Surely you can reconsider in light of that. I get where you're coming from. I do. If this is true, then we got a responsibility to report on it. By the sound of it, this leak didn't come from the ever-ending dispute. In any event, if I could at least review the article before it goes to print. The editor-in-chief's a given, but doesn't that woman look familiar too? Oh yeah. Yeah. You able to deal with that actor she was managing back in Messeldom. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, the guy brought it on himself, but he took kind of a nosedive as an actor afterward. You could say he's gone back into the groove though recently. Suppose if anyone would know, it'd be you. Oh yes, that's where I bring up the topic. Maybe he got it from that other Spriggan? Oh, it's the Spriggan. You're those fixers from Messeldom. Hey, Miss Manager. Long time no see. Let me guess. That case we helped you with is rearing its ugly head again? I forget. Again, was this in Daybreak 2, I think? That's right. Oh, I should introduce myself first. I'm actor Ethan Smith's talent manager. Thanks to you, that woman with a grudge against Ethan was talked into leaving him alone. Oh, okay, yeah, it was. Ethan was penalized for his actions, but he's finally regained his footing. But now all Months later, the full details of that case and Ethan's misconduct had been leaked to Meld magazine here. What? Everything about how we got involved with a fan, dumped her, and then ended up being stock buyer? My goodness, how despicable. Yeah, no matter how you look at it, this is just desserts. I would have preferred the woman he wronged be the one who received the assistance. Well, it was what it was. That aside, you got any idea who leaked the story? I thought there was nothing to use. Spriggan, but you catch on quickly. You're spot on. You received an anonymous, detailed report that was sent directly to the editorial department the day before yesterday. When we checked with the woman we made the settlement with, she claimed that to have nothing to do with it. She says she met someone new and would be extremely embarrassed if the incident was made public. Really now? Hey Van, we can't really overlook this, can we? Yeah, I know. We sure didn't leak it, but we don't really want the specifics of our business disclosed, or our confidentiality questioned. You mind letting us handle this case for the time being? Depending on the circumstances, we might be able to give your magazine an even juicier story. Very well, I accept. What? Are you sure? Positive. While the leaks appear accurate, their source is unknown. It simply isn't our style to go along with something like this. And even if we did cover the story, it wouldn't gain much traction thanks to the space program. Besides, I can't stomach the thought of us being used as a tool for someone else's benefit. I only have one condition. Handle the payback in our stead. Yep, leave it to us. So you're willing to overlook what Ethan did? Yes, I'm more worried about the woman. If anything else happens, the guild will lend a hand. That's a relief. Who would have thought that someone would leak this case after all this time? This is the third time now. There's no longer any doubt. Wait, is that it? Oh wait, no, but there's something else here. Oh, wait, we have to do something in Tryon Tower, right? I think we actually do. Let me actually go up real quick. How do I do this? Oh, my bad. Oh yeah, he's the... Oh, okay, I have to press it. Okay, I thought it would show the path, like, open to go in, but... Yeah, it's not like we climb it. Oh, yeah, up there. Right. I forgot about that. Okay, this I'll only take 2, because this is hella expensive. Just checking if there's anything else here. Alright. Source of the inserted subliminal messages, the tower's control room, just beyond this point. Ain't got time to ask for permission. Excuse me, why even ask? Is near. Guide everyone. You think he's the culprit? Maybe. He's acting a bit odd. You're right. How do you not notice all of us entering the room? The source is that terminal there. I think we need to shut down right away no matter what. The Bracer would logically interrogate the man about the situation first. Well, what's the move here? Knock him out, no questions asked. Fuck that. I'll make this quick. If I ask him, he's probably not... I mean, if he didn't bother to do anything when we entered the room, even if we ask, he's not gonna focus on us. Plus, less of an annoyance. Shoot first and ask questions later. Though maybe we didn't have a choice. Considering the circumstances, yeah. It's really getting a good look at this terminal. Besides, who's to say he wouldn't just try to get rid of the evidence first? I'm seeing a history of hacking into street monitors using the tower's orbital network. Just as we thought. Seems they were using this to insert subliminal messages remotely. Can we stop it? About that, it appears to have complex security measures in place utilizing orbital locks. It may be difficult to shut it down by force. It's possible that one wrong move here could result in the loss of stored information. Then perhaps it's a job for Mayor? Yep. We might be able to get through with holocore hacking. It's all yours, Van. Right then. Let's get down to it.
んなの簡単ね。セキュリティ突破よ。しまった。まだよ。
Damn it. Oh boy, okay. Okay, I see how I'm supposed to do this. No, damn it. I thought I had enough to. Oh, there were two of them. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I think I can still go. I'll go this way. This one's still chasing me. Oh no, come on! Oh my god, this is gonna be a bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till you go, and then I'm gonna have to make it like a long sprint. Yeah. Okay, so do this. Go down here. Wait. I'm gonna have to wait till they get here. Go. Ooh. What? Oh my god, it's so annoying. No. Oh my god. Oh, this is so fucking annoying. Okay. Yeah, I have to try again. I have to. Okay, there has to be some way around it. First, wait. Okay, good. Okay, at least I know the pattern, so I have to try to go to the other end because over there it's not gonna do anything. Because it's not like it goes all the way to the end. There's no place I can go in between, so. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Checkpoint, okay. Oop. Okay, here we go. There we go. Ooh, okay, we got a red gate here. Okay, not too. Oh my god. Yeah, they're really trying to be tricky. Go. Oh my god. No. Okay, yeah. Go here. Move. Phew. Okay. That was a bit tough, I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot of security there. Alright, we did it. Nice work. We succeeded in completely blocking the hack into each location. I'll secure the stored information. This is... Like, come on, it was not that hard to figure this out. The white image used for subliminal imprinting. The picture was mostly obscured by the noise before, but this is the full thing. It says AD. Isn't that like the people Van fought last night? Alter Dawn. That's the name we heard this morning. Who would have guessed it'd be about the people we're after? This is only speculation based on what we know, but perhaps they're using this footage to lure particular people to A&D. Do you mean that they were gathering people who met their standards by transmitting this image? That couldn't be. Remember Ginny's disappearance from the share house this morning? That flash we saw on her computer screen might well have been this image. Now that you mention it, then that incident might also be related. Alright, Ginny, true. There's a non-zero chance of that for sure. I take it this is all you were able to salvage. Right. There was hardly any important information left on the terminal. Or any information at all, really, judging by the data records. The man operating the terminal must have been just another victim. I expect it will be difficult to trace this any further from here. Maybe so. Even just knowing this is related to A&D is a win in my book. D. Wake up. Huh? have I been doing? You revived him with chi, huh? Figured it worked on the guys last night too, other than Jeffrey. Maybe I could use it to restore our client's health too. Yes, let's get back to her with everything we learned. They better teleport me back. I'll be pissed if they don't. Oh, okay, good. I feel so much lighter. The haze in my head is cleared up. How in the world did you do that? Just think of it as a type of Eastern medicine. We also saw the abnormality in the monitors you told us about, so there's no need to worry anymore. Thank you. How can I ever repay you? You know, I feel like I might have heard the word subliminal before. How bizarre that the human body can be affected by such a thing. Of course, we can't tell her about A and D. Do you think if we just left her the way she was, she would have, joined the group in question? It's highly likely. Yes, glad we were able to step in before that happened. It's possible that there were other people who have been affected by the footage. Yeah, but since we don't know what causes certain people to be affected, there's not much we can do. At least we were able to alert the guild and the police. All we can do now is keep an eye out. My work relationships haven't been good. When I started feeling sick, neither my colleagues nor my doctor believed me. I felt so forlorn, so isolated. I even started feeling down about life itself. But then I turned to you guys in a last-ditch effort, and you believed me. Maybe my life isn't something to be discarded after all. Sometimes you gotta take both the good and the bad. That's just a part of life. So why not live boldly? Not even being alone can be fun. And of course you can always throw up a Force BG when you need to. Yes, I'll remember that. Thank you so much. I guess people who have nowhere else left to turn, right? Because they'll feel empty inside, so anything to kind of like spark them would be enough? Maybe. Because to be fair, it was the same with Jeffrey. He didn't feel like he had anything else. Especially after how many crazy things that happened to him. By the way, we still haven't solved that Force BG, so it's like, what am I supposed to fucking do with this? Yeah, because like I checked here already. I guess I have to go to every place. Let me go check. Someone's calling. This is past client? Oh, okay, good. It was the right call. Great Solutions. Van speaking. Do you remember me? My name is Amy, and I asked you to look for Mark who had gone missing. Yeah, I remember. He was a member of the Desire gang that was cooperating with Armada. He had left the gang for her sake and ended up paying the price for it with his life. That's right. He was sent to a Jaeger Corps camp that was hostile to Armada once in order to scout out their strength. We at the guild learned about it only after the fact. If only we could have intervened a little sooner. Thank you for your help back then. You went to so much trouble for me. I haven't been able to put it completely behind me yet, but I'm finally facing forward and... Wait, enough about me. I need to tell you what just happened. Someone claiming to be a Spriggan reached out to me. What? How can that be? Can you tell me about him? What'd they want? He was maybe in his early 20s. He was tall and a little handsome. He's different from you, but he did have a similar vibe. So we have a hunky, wild-looking guy with a gruff but attractive face. Hey now, so what did this guy want? Well, he brought up the man who forced Mark to take an unreasonable job that led to his death. And he asked, don't you want your revenge? Okay, so he's being the real fixer that Van should be. I say. Nah, if anything, I say we let this guy continue doing what he wants. Because honestly, again, someone has to bring the pain. I'm not saying everyone does, but like, come on! That's... I don't know for sure, but he was probably talking about Desire's leader, right? If it weren't for him, Mark would be... Right now he'd be... I didn't know how to respond. I hesitated. But before I could give him an answer, he said, understood, leave it to me, and left. I see. Don't worry. We'll handle this. You said you finally got back on your feet, yeah? Just leave the meddler to us. Alright, thank you. Even if he was a little handsome, he seemed dangerous. You really don't know who he is, then be careful. To sum it up, Van, it sounds like something could have happened to that guy. You're right. Better get over there right away. Destination is... Oh, Desire, right? So it would be Lever District, right? The Lever District. This guy's target is Jeffrey, ex-leader of Desire. Called it. Because we even pointed that out, like he was the leader of Desire. Again, if you want a revenge on him, that'd be the place to go. Because again, his dad's like, remember, government. And he was trying to turn a new leaf, right? I wonder if Eddie will be okay. Jeffrey too. That guy said he was a strict brigand, but just how is he connected to Van's group? So we got to him already, huh? Van, perfect timing. A Spriggan came for Jeffrey just a few minutes ago. He was saying stuff like, I have more to say about last night's incident before leaving with him. Eddie was a little worried, so we followed them. Damn, we're too late. Still, we should be able to catch up to them if we hurry. They went that way, right? Leave it to us. We'll make sure Eddie's safe too. Okay, I'm counting on you. I know, these motherfuckers just can't give me a vacation. Ah, damn, but I don't have CP. I could have gone to the Grim Garden, but fuck it. I just want to get this over with. Alright, let me save here. Let's go.
おねんねにはまだ早いぜ。デザイア元リーダー、ジェフリー・バレンティノ君よ。
Oh, oh wow, he actually is trying to copy Van's look. Wow, Spikes, man. Real original, not cringe at all. Stop, damn it. You said you knew Van. That was a total lie, wasn't it? Sure, this guy might have been a good for nothing, but why would you go this far? I never said I know him, did I? I just told you I'm a Spriggan. Looks like it's not like it's trademarked. I'm sure the guy wouldn't mind. But don't take my word for it. Why don't we ask the original Spriggan himself, Mr. Van Arkwright? Huh. So having us catch up to you was part of your plan. What? It's him. You came for us. It was a bold invitation, but now I'm sure I never met you before in my life. Why don't you introduce yourself, so-called fellow Spriggan?
ああ、はじめましてだ。
Yeah, he really is copying my look. Hey! Fabio Rosso. Wait, Rosso? Why do I feel like I
俺は
should
フ
know
ァビオ
that?
ロッソ。最近ディジョン市から流れてきたもんだ。
Dijon's what?
地元じゃそれなりに知られてるんだが、ま、あんたの耳には届いてねえか。
Nah, I remember hearing from Dingo about a guy who took things a little too far. Back when Armada was still thriving, you used any means necessary to attack anyone affiliated with them. Taking their mirror, their goods, and then making it look like the work of Hayware or Boros. Did we talk about something like that? Or maybe they're talking about like off-screen. How is that even possible? What? There's no way he could do that, right? I heard from their branch that such a person existed. Why would someone like that lead Mr. Arkwright here? Good question. He even wrote that provoking message. Yeah, to put it plainly, I admire you, Van. I admire the work you do as a Spriggan, hovering between light and shadow, determining your own definition of right and wrong. You can think of me as a self-serving follower, if you like. I see. I can understand admiring Van, but if that's the case, then why are you intervening in Force BGs that have already been settled? The wallet incident, the stalkers, and now this revenge mission? You took them all on without permission. Your way of doing things is nothing but selfishly digging up Van's concluded cases. It's support in name only. Just what are you aiming for with all of this? So this girl's your assistant, right? Seems like the rumors are true. You got guts. You should quit it with this keeping house shtick. The Spriggan I heard about would have wrapped everything up alone using his cool head. Using his cunning, merciless judgment, and his alone. Didn't you even work behind the scenes during the war? And now look at you, surrounded by brats and broads running half-assed solutions to valuable Force BGs. And to top it all off, you cozy up and climb into bed with the guild, the cops, swarm around like law-abiding roaches. Tell me, Van Arkwright, is that acceptable Spriggan behavior? Thank you! Seriously, I can't believe this is a side quest because, dude, if anything, this guy should actually be the Spriggan. What the fuck? Why isn't he the protagonist? Like, I'm not saying everything has to be like a beatdown at the end, but be a bit more like this guy. Cause true. Like, you can't be like all friends, like taking everyone on a field trip for school and stuff. Because that's what it kind of feels like here. You have all the kids here, and you have the chaperone, but the bus driver being Burgard. It's like, come on, man. It's nothing like what it's supposed to be advertised as. If anything, this guy has the right understanding. Well, it's true we look like we're playing house. If I met up with the me of last year, he might say something similar. Then there's your answer. Why don't you cut ties with these goody two-shoes right now and get back to being your cold, calculating bad self? I'll do whatever I can to help too, but I won't be some assistant. I'll be your colleague. I might not have your mysterious powers, but I got tricks on my own up my... Let's forget for a second how you even know about that. The way you're calling yourself a Spriggan is pissing me off. You just want to solve for SPGs in a way you think is cooler than mine. I mean, it is. But it's like Agnes said, all you're doing is wasting time digging up old cases and ruining every solution. I thought for sure you were harassing me. Never imagined you actually thought you were being nice. I don't think he gets it. Based on that logic, you were playing to punish that man. Does that mean exacting revenge by way of murder? What? I mean, he did some awful things. But that doesn't mean anyone else can make up for what he did, or his atonement. That's right. I may just be an assistant who wasn't here to help last night, but I can't help now. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I'm back. Is that what I think it is? Isn't that what that woman always yelling? Oh, fuck me. Sure is. My specialty, an enhanced needle gun. Shard shield, huh? Shouldn't be surprised considering you're the ones who brought down Armada. You won't get away. He made to the road. Failed to bring you down, but that's fine. Today I only wanted to say hi. And of course he has a bike. Why don't we have a proper showdown someday soon? To determine which of us is truly worthy of being the Spriggan. Now you know what? He's actually cooler than what Van's supposed to be. You know what? I give him props. He may be a fake, but he's the closest to the real thing we'll actually get. Zero's followers, forget it. There's no reason to chase him down. He may be an ass, but he's a proud ass. It's not like he's gonna try to get to jump on us. You think so? Still, it would be best to remain on high alert just in case. Let the guild look into him too, and find out where he got that needle gun. Appreciate it. I'm sorry, Eddie. You had to go to such lengths for someone like me. It's not like I was trying to protect you. That asshole pissed me off with all the crazy things he was saying. You decided to atone, didn't ya? What happened to Mark and everyone else? Send information on the suspect Spriggan, Fabio Rosa, to the guild. Those Marduk can then resume their work. Oh right, I guess they figure out where the needle gun came from, I guess. What, was that always gonna be just chaos then? Alright, well. Now we got most of this stuff done. Oh, right. I forgot. We had to do the connect events. Alright, yeah, fuck it, let's just do the Elaine and Ren connect events. Band's could decide to take a short break. Yeah. Thank you for coming, you two. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules for this. Under normal circumstances, we wouldn't bother you with such a request. Please think nothing of it. I'm more than happy to offer suggestions with regard to Academy security, especially after the bombing attempt a few months ago. Yeah, the people are pretty high-strung these days, what with the space program excitement and all. Also, nipping bombs in the bud is all part of a Spriggan's job description, so you're under the right person. Thank you, Van, Elaine. I appreciate your willingness to assist. The festival may have gone off without a hitch, but better safe than sorry, I always say. I wonder if someone is subconscious, he remembers those incidents. I think that's likely to be the case. Well, few things give me greater pleasure than helping my alma mater. As for Van, I can think of no better occasion to remedy all the trouble he caused during his enrollment. You really love to harp on that point, don't ya? In his defense, Van did more than his share of aiding others back then, too. Honestly, I'm getting a little emotional seeing the two of you here together again. Anyhow, I'll see what I can do. You want us to look around the school and write up a list of ways where security could be improved, right? Yes, if you could. Students are still on break, so you're welcome to take as much time as you need. You know, it's a little strange, the two of us walking the academy grounds like normal. I know we did as much during the spring festival, but this feels different somehow. Sure does take me back now you mention it. We were always being pulled in every direction back in the day. Had I known how grueling council work would be, I'd never have signed up to be part of the general affairs in the first place. It helped expand your circle of friends, though, no? Frankly, I think you ought to be thanking me, if anything. And besides, I heard you even made a little pocket money doing odd jobs on campus. Oops, statute of limitations on that several years expired. Afraid you can't get on my case about this one. But come on, we got a job to do. Let's get to it, shall we? This former vice president. Oh, you. This was where the bomb was planted. It may behoove us to look through the school's manual for vendor equipment deliveries. I'll leave that one to you. You got the guild's manual for crime prevention that you can compare it against. But man, being here in the science lab also takes me back. I remember sneaking in every now and then to make coffee with the lab beakers. Yes, you did make a habit of that, didn't you? You would even smuggle in sweets to eat it with, as I recall. There'd always be a sweet, fragrant smell floating around the room. Everyone who passed by could smell it. Yeah, when I brought in those half-burnt cookies, I assumed someone made in class that one time. Brightness of the charred edges paired perfectly with the coffee. I'll have you know I've improved a lot since then. Yeah, it's me again just how big this room is. Everything looks good so far though. I gotta say, this place sure holds a lot of memories. Student council elections, the festival. Good times. You really were a great help back when I was running for president. Remember you did a lot for me at the time. Yeah, I think I deserved a medal. Although, I think I worked as hard as I did in part, because I thought it was gonna be the last time I could give you a hand. Oh. Speaking of this place, I really enjoyed watching Agnes and everyone else's performance during the festival. I'd even say it was better than our old play. For the most part, yeah. Apparently they found our old script and production materials helpful. I wonder how people react to the story of the Calvarnian Revolution that we performed in now. You know, we do have this nice big empty stage here. I have half a mind to tell you keep dreaming, but I can't deny there's a small part of me that would like a chance at a do-over. Especially knowing that Burgard saw me acting out your ridiculous script. Hey, he was only on board with Ditzy Dirk. Oh, fiddlesticks, I gone and lost my revolutionary flag again. Hey, Olger, you see my flag anywhere? I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. Even if I was all caught up in the festival excitement, why on earth did I take that role so seriously? Okay, that should do it for the clubhouse and basketball court. Oh look, the go to skip class and nap spot is still there just the way I left it. You certainly did like that roof. I would know considering how many times you and Renee and I would drop what we were doing to come wake you up. Why must these kids keep such an irresponsible tradition alive? High schoolers, am I right? Anyway, all that's left to do is never pass the school building proper. What's up? Nothing, I just remember there used to be a tree over there. Alright. Didn't even realize it had been taken down. That's where we... Right. Oh yeah. That's one other place we should check. Alright. To think we went through all the school not knowing there was an underground ruins right beneath our feet. It's on the premises, so we would be negligent in our duties if we skipped this. The area's pretty big. I would be shocked if there were some monsters still stinking up the place. Might as well do a quick sweep. Funny. I was in this room just yesterday to drop off some sweets. It's so quiet in here when there's no one around. Indeed. This brings back memories. We used to chat the days away in this room. Just the two of us. Yeah, I know. The student council was just as busy back then as it is now. So busy, in fact, that the sun will be going down by the time we finished our work for the day. I remember you'd always knock out your tasks early. But after the fact, you give everyone a hand with theirs. I'll admit, sometimes I wish you'd be a little more selfish like Renee in cases like that. You say that, but you were very much complicit in helping me help others. Even when everyone else had gone home, you would stay behind and whittle away at the work pile with me until it was all done. Then we just sit there and talk about whatever came to mind. I remember the waning sunlight shining softly through the window. Yeah, we're so absorbed in our conversations, we didn't even notice when it got dark outside. Yet the teachers working late, one hell of a shock when they found us. And we get an earful from the dorm superintendent. Yes, an earful and a half. All because we were caught up talking about the silliest, most inane things. Still, love that time we had together. So much so that I wanted to go on forever. I don't know if it was anything that grand. You know, after walking around the school together again, it's really hitting me. We're adults now.
Speak for yourself. I still feel like I'm the same little brat on the inside.
Before you say something like, yes, I know of how obsessed you are with sweets, don't. Alright. As for me, well, maybe it's less I've matured and more I've gotten better at keeping up appearances. I just put on a mask to keep my true feelings concealed. Not that it's been terribly effective in hiding them from you.
Lane,
It's fine. You don't need to say anything. I know your position hasn't changed.
Look, I won't say I haven't thought about the possibility. That said, there's a problem I have that hasn't been dealt with. But I won't make that same mistake twice. It wouldn't be fair to you, or to my assistants.
それでも私は寄り添っていたい。今も一度は離れてすれ違ったけれど、できればあなたのすぐそばで、ずっとその気持ちは変わってないから。
Wow, you sure know how to leave a guy speechless.
I know I'm laying a lot on you here, but you know me. It's just how I am. Still the same woman you fell for years ago. Carried these feelings for 8 years. No, even longer than that. And for all that time, they've remained as strong as ever.
Lane, if I'm being honest, I don't think if I'll ever be able to settle my account with you. Not with all the good you've done me. I hurt you so much, then I ran off like a coward. Even after what I did, still accept me for who I am. Still want to be with me. You saved me from that hell. Even just that is too much to repay.
Wait, what are you...
It's probably about time I told you what happened. About when I was stuck in that place. After I was taken from the orphanage, my days in that hell began. I didn't even understand what was going on. Surrounded by psychos bent on experimenting on me. It made me read one of the Apocrypha, all its words which denied my very existence. Every moment there was suffering. Eventually, I let go of who I was. Not in pain, not in agony, not alive. No, never even been born. I forced myself to believe all of that until I felt nothing at all. But then one day, a single sensation brought me back from the brink. The days upon days of being force-fed just the bare minimum nutrients necessary to stay alive, my body instinctively started to crave what it lacked. Can't I recall a faint memory? Remember when you brought Quincy Company chocolate to the orphanage? When those sweet flavors spread through my mouth for the first time. So what, it was his way of staying human? In the end, I couldn't abandon my sense of self. Well, I tried. Whenever I did, I would remember their sweetness. This little memory was what tethered me to this world. It was what led me to hold on to who I was, until the day I was finally saved from that hell. Yes, that's why I just ended up becoming just a tiny bit obsessed with sweets.
バカね。甘党は最初からでしょ。あなたの過去を知ったとき、何も知らなかった自分を心底呪ったわ。そのきっかけを作ったのは私の父で、本当は心のどこかであなたのそばにいる資格なんてって。でも そっか。私もルネもあなたとつながれていたんだ。
ああ、間違いなくな。アラミスで再会した時、本当は言いたいことがいっぱいあったんだ。だが結局ガキの頃のまま振る舞い続けて、最終的には逃げちまったんだ。だから改めて言わせてくれ。ありがとうな、エレコ。
ずるいわあなた。こっちには散々恥ずかしいことを言わせておいて、結局返事もはぐらかして、こんなのってずるすぎる。
ああ、ずるい男だ。お前の知ってる通りのな。
Elaine the Spriggan? What are you two doing? Nice going, Thelma. Don't mind me, just looking for something I need for our educational visitation. Are we interrupting something? No, you're fine. We just finished our work. Would you like some help looking for those notes? We'd be happy to assist if you like. Yeah. You okay? Yes, I'm alright now. Though I think we caught those girls a bit of surprise. Yeah? Really hoping they ain't the gossipy types. I doubt they'd spread anything. Although if they did, that would be rather funny in its own right. I thought you ought to be a little more concerned given you're a celebrity here.
ありがとう、話してくれて。少しだけ救われた気分だわ。そのうちルネにも伝えてあげたいけど、しばらくは難しいかしら。
ま、そのうちまた全員で飲むとするか。
そうね。幼馴染同士の腐れ縁の強さ、せいぜい分からせてやりましょう。はぐらかされた返事も気長に待っているから。
ああ、分かったぜ。
Alright. You know what? I'll be honest. I didn't think I was gonna actually like the Elena Connect event, but I'll be honest, I actually kind of liked it. It kind of clarified on something. Like, look, we already know the shit Van went through and stuff, but it was nice that he actually, like, talked to her about it, right? Because, again, he was kind of avoiding the subject of, like, how he felt, like, when he left the first time and then when he came and left from Aramis, you know? So, I liked it. And I like how he came to tell her the whole truth, and especially of how he felt in those times, because I get it. It's like, was he even really the same Van that she came to know since childhood? It's like, to accept those feelings after, it probably scared him, because it's like, would he be able to meet her expectations? Would he be the same person that she knew, or would he just bring sorrow for her? He couldn't tell. Like, that part I actually like for Van. Don't get me wrong, that still doesn't redeem him of everything, but hey, he can have a good moment. I can at least say that. And look, this whole thing with the sweets, at least from this memory he had, and that it's what kept them together, I'm fine with that. And look, I'm not saying he can't have a sweet tooth. That's not what I'm saying. Just to address the people right now, at this time, especially since this is the third game, it's just that they play with it too much, that it just becomes so annoying. Like, look, if he does it casually, or doesn't, like, bring it up like someone going gaga over the latest iPhone, or the next Gucci slides or whatever, sure, I'll be fine with it. But when they go about it so hard like that, it's like, it just ruins everything. Like, it ruins the tension, it ruins the atmosphere, or, like, whatever image he's trying to bring up, like when he's like starting to act a little bit cool, then it just brings it all the way back down. That's what I hate. Because like I said, they could be a bit more tactful about it. Like with the writing they do for some of the characters, it's great. But why are you messing it up the writing when it's your protagonist, for crying out loud? If anything, he's the one that you should be focusing on, especially since you're paying big bucks for his voice acting, you know? Because if you're paying big bucks for his voice actor to be a part of this, then it shows like you want him to succeed, right? You want him to be everyone's favorite. But if you're not going to do that justice in the writing of his lines, then what are you even paying the voice actor for, honestly? You're wasting their time too, if anything. Who knows, maybe they actually like that about Van, but honestly, I feel like for us who is like, how they've advertised Van to us compared to other protagonists, it just doesn't do the justice it's supposed to, you know? Like I said, it's not wrong for him to have a sweet tooth. Everyone can have their own kind of tick and everything. That's what it means to be human. But it's just with how they go about it like that. Like, look, when it comes to cars, sure, it's a guide thing. We can leave that as it is because it's like, okay, it's a time and a place for it, and when it comes up at the conversation, you will bring it up. But when he brings it out all of a sudden, and when it doesn't really matter, and it's like, we're supposed to be looking at something else different, using that not even to calm people down, but just because he hears it and then he just has to react immediately, like drop everything and then just be like, okay, let's focus on this whole segment and then yap about it for so long just for it to not mean anything. You just need to stop that. Like, it's not helping anybody. But that memory with like the Quincy chocolate and like what keeps him like down to earth, that's fine. If anything, that's the kind of writing they should go with. That's why I really hate what they keep doing with Van and the Sweets thing. Like I said, in this way, they went about it better than how it should have been initially. Like I said, it's not gonna make him the perfect protagonist or anything. It's not gonna make him my favorite. But again, he would have done so much better without it being so like all up in your face. You feel me? You guys can let me know in the comments how you think about it. But at least that's how I think of it, and at least how I think maybe at least some of you would think of it. Considering, again, how Van's supposed to be advertised as like this guy who works in the lights and the shadows kinds of thing, you know? That's just how I feel about it. Like, look, if it was like Estelle, of course. But I mean, she has her own things with like Stregas and fishing, but it's like, it's enjoyable. It's like, come on, look at Estelle's personality. It works for her. And sometimes with Reen, it's like, we didn't really have that a bit, but at least now with the whole bikes thing and everything, at least now as a grown-up, it feels natural at the very least. So it's like, oh, just boys being boys or guys being guys, so it works. Don't have to push it so hard, but at least it's not going needlessly as repetitive as it is with Van and his whole Sweets thing. But anyway, how they went about this with the armor security check, that was actually one of the better Connect events. I'm not gonna lie, even though it didn't really add much to what the DNG did to them, at least for what it did for their connection is better. And true, it's like Van at least kind of admits he did kind of run away and he really hurt her and messed things up. Like, he's not being oblivious and being like, oh, it's like, just my bad, you know, whatever. And actually seeing Elaine actually be like, wow, he's finally actually opening up to me, that was great too, because again, it's like, she's supposed to be like this amazing swordsman, like the guild's ace, and she's supposed to be that, but actually seeing that like actual like emotion from her, that's what we need more of from her. Again, I know this still kind of tags back to, or goes back to her being Van's girl and everything, but I mean, at the very least, they played it more so that it's like, it's not just because, oh, he's just a guy she's close with. It's more than that, you know? And now it's like, it brought up those feelings again, right? So, at least it shows, like, it's real, it stems from something deep, and it's not just like, oh, it's just a crush from childhood or whatever, you know? So, like I said, it is one of the better Connect events in this game so far. So, good for them. But that's what I mean, it's like, if you guys can do it right, or at least better for this, you writers out there for Nihon Falcon, you can do better with a lot of the other stuff. I'm just saying, you can do it. Again, it's not gonna make it perfect, but you can definitely make it better than what it is now. But just try it. Come on. I know people are definitely gonna at least give like better feedback for this. They're like, let's say Yumi's photo shoot or whatever. Like, what's this gonna do me? Seriously, how am I supposed to feel about this? Anyway, let's do Ren's thing, and then we'll actually chat with Ren over at the establishment, and then move on. Sorry about that. I'm also kind of eating my lunch, so hence why I'm like, speed this up, and then it's like gonna eat a bit more. Yeah, I knew it was a cinema, because stories interweave, that's pretty obvious. Because also interweave could mean like that time of the movies can happen at the same time, right? Like one movie could be playing now, and then the next will be in 5 minutes, and the other one already started 10 minutes ago, you know? They do kind of interweave. You know, I'll be honest, I have half a mind to think this is Blue Blanc again. Because, I mean, to be fair, to drag Ren into this, and I mean, come on, it's Blue Blanc. He always knows how to do this kind of stuff. And to be fair, he does kind of have his alter ego without the mask, that he could just, like, walk up, just do this kind of stuff, and then just leave. Especially since Blue Blanc and Ren were both part of the original crew that were involved in the stuff in Liberl, you know? Of the enforcers that existed at the time. I'm just saying. My bad. Like I said, I was humored. Hey, wait a sec. That must be the treasure in question. The beautiful young lady Ren Bray. I present this modest bouquet of flowers in celebration of completing your time abroad in Calvert. We've known each other for quite some time now, but who could have guessed you become such a beautiful young woman? At the end of your long journey, you found a place for yourself in the world. And you even managed to bury the past but a few months ago. Your beauty may have been polished in the darkness, but you shine even more brilliantly in the light. This new vision of elegance fills me with great joy. Yeah, because he's always in the spirit of something beautiful, right? In this sense, that kind of transformation of Ren would also be considered that. I look forward to your future growth. With love, Phantom Thief Blue Blanc. Yeah, because I figure it's like, Blue Blanc has also been like, he's the guy who either sent us the request or he's the last guy involved, disguised as them, right? It was the same when we found a statue in Ellie's grandfather's manor. And same for LeBeau before. Ouroboros Enforcer number 10, huh? I heard about him before. Never thought I'd get involved with him like this. I'm sure he was just passing by through the Republic. No doubt he came to offer his congratulations once he heard I was finishing my time abroad. Doing like this is so very like him. Put together a whole freaking game and everything. How the hell did he learn about this place? Funny how where you and I first met 6 years ago. I'm sure that was child's play to the elusive Phantom Thief. Although I can't say for certain whether or not he planned for us to come here together. This place brings back memories. Yeah, we're finally gonna learn what exactly did Van do. Because again, still, I'm saying, most of it was Estelle and Joshua. Let's be completely honest here. And let's also be honest, a good portion as well from the SSS who helped try to bring them together. Well, I remember it after you left the society and got away from that professor who was on your tail. You wandered aimlessly until you found yourself here, right? Yes. I was just a little lost kid quivering in fear. And then you suddenly sat down next to me and spoke to me. Yeah, because again, this would have been after Trails in the Sky 3rd, but before Trails from Zero. Hey there, little lady. Gonna catch a cold if you hang around here at night. And who are you? Can you please leave me alone? I don't wish to talk to anyone right now. That makes two of us. I just started this gig, you see? Already messed up big time. Went and lined up to buy this famous cake just to take my mind off things. I'm actually headed home right now. Is that so? Very kind of you to share the dull minutiae of your daily life. Tell me, would you rather make yourself scarce or be slaughtered here by now? No, don't be all prickly. To be honest, I didn't think you'd even be here. The George guy wasn't lying. Grandpa? Look, it's cold out, so why don't you swing by my place? Got some black tea that'll go great with this cake. Looking back on it, you did act quite suspiciously. You'll look at it and report you to the police. Yeah, thanks for not slaughtering me, too. In the end, you stayed at my place for a while as I did whatever I could to keep the professor at bay. We even managed to make it work until you made it into Crossbow. Honestly, I don't know what the old man was thinking, trusting you to a young guy who'd only just opened shop. It's because you reminded him of me. We both chose solitude, distancing ourselves from the ones we cared about most. You must have felt we would get along well because we shared a similar heart of darkness. I swear, that guy. Anyway, it's true that I did feel comfortable. That brief time I spent with you in your welcoming darkness helped me heal just a little. It gave me the gentle push I need to take the hands offered by those dear to me.
あの時はありがとう、バンさん。あんまり素直な性分じゃないんだけど、リベールに帰る前にちゃんと言えてよかったわ。
None to thank me for. You commissioned me for a job. We both helped each other out in the end. Gotta say, damn glad I took that job. When you do head out, you take care of LeBeau, okay?
ええ、バンさんも。それから、アニエスのこともよろしくお願いね。
Huh? Of course I will. Okay. Wasn't really that much enlightening, but whatever. Yeah, I guess they kind of had to do this because, again, it's like, Ren's only here because of her time in LeBeau at school, right? Because to see what Ouroboros was also planning too. And it's like, it's not like she was going to live here forever. She has a family to finally go back to, you know? Now that she's accepted her past and everything. At the very least at LeBeau. The whole thing with Crossbell, they'll figure that shit out eventually. But at the very least, she does have the Bright family to go back to. But I will say, I'm not really into, like, this whole, like, what they're saying of, like, what Van did for... Like, look, I get it. He was able to keep the heat off of Ren because she had to go back to doing her enforcer things, right? But what we saw from Trails from Zero, she wasn't doing anything there for Ouroboros. She was doing it for her own satisfaction, just to take time off her hands, considering she didn't really know what direction to go anymore, right? She was kind of like a lost lamb at that point, so she was just looking around, seeing what life has to offer, not being chained to Ouroboros in her past. Like, I get that, but like I said, at the same time, I don't really see it being as the same as what everyone else did. Like, look, it can maybe be close to what the SSS did for Ren, to help be the bridge between her and the Brights. Like, maybe you could say it's like that level, because even if it was for a short moment, they helped her even though she didn't ask for it. But don't say that it's the same as everything Estelle and Joshua and Cassius did for her, because it doesn't come close. Like, think of how long it took to get them to have Ren open herself up to them. Seriously, and all that time they kept pursuing her even after she tried to shrug him off so many times too. That's why I'm saying it's like, I'm not saying that Van didn't help her at all, but don't say she's like what he did is the same as what Estelle and Joshua did. It is not. It's not even a contest. Like, again, you can say like it's maybe the amount like what the SSS did for her, but it's not the same level as what Estelle and Joshua did. Let's be completely honest about that. Come on. Like, us Trails fans really know who really deserves the thank you to bring Ren back to the light side. Anyway, let's do this real quick. Then I'll probably end the stream. And if I feel like it, I'll come back later in a couple hours to continue. So then hopefully we can get to the next route, but we'll see. Damn, everyone's at school here. Busy on the job as usual, are we? Yes, it's good to see you all. Really couldn't lose having a girls' day out at Quincy Parlor. Bless one guy. Shut it. It's not like I want to be here. Can we just get this educational visitation meeting done with? Don't be so impatient, James. Educational visitations. That brings back memories. Sure does. I heard they suddenly made the call to do it in Longline this year. So, I forget, what is this educational visitation thing? Is it like, it's to show you, like, potential jobs you can do? Like, once you graduate and stuff? Because, like, I see it in anime sometimes, like, I think in Odagairu, it was the same. Like, they had an educational visitation, and I think there was another one too, but I don't remember. But is that what this is? Or what these educational visitations are? Because I don't think I really had that in high school. Like, we went to universities, but it's not like we went to actual, like, job places. At least not that I can recall. Originally, we were supposed to be off until the end of the week. But then the space program got moved forward. I have to say I'm looking forward to getting the chance to see a manned rocket launch. You still haven't decided on whether you're going to participate though, have you, Agnes? Yes, that's right. Sorry to cause you all so many problems. Oh, right, yeah, because again, it's the same day as a birthday and we're holding the party. It's fine. What happens, happens. You just focus on doing your thing, okay? Thank you, Odette. It's nice having such good friends. Well, you can keep mulling it over until the 11th hour. That's what you need. Right. Speaking of student council work, you mentioned having a good deal of trouble with vendors compared to last year, yes? Yeah, about that. Apparently it's because people left their jobs without passing on the appropriate information. Seems like there's been more people like that in the past year, regardless of the industry. Ah, maybe more into A&D stuff? Is that so? Smells like it might be related to the missing persons incident. But they must have all had their own individual reasons to quit. Dissatisfaction with the current circumstances could be a common factor now. At any rate, it'd be a shame not to make the most of the venue here. Steer me in the right way and get yourself some sweets. But of course, it's what we were intending from the start. Good luck to all of you too. Okay, good. We're just about done. We already got everything here. Oh right, let me go up here to actually check again. Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, I guess I'll I'll go to Old Town then. Just to segment the next thing. Oh, this number.
バンちゃんたち、お疲れ様。解決業務の方は順調そうじゃない。
You know, just still wasting time. Oh, shoot. Forgot to stop by earlier. But yeah, it's going okay, all things considered. Don't suppose you got anything new about the A&D group for me, do you? As it just so happens, one of Elaine's seniors from the guild stopped by my place not too long ago. And I've been having a nice long chat with this rare customer. Could it be Zen? We ran into him ourselves just this morning. I wouldn't expect that Shade Bear to ever come to your shop, though. Don't worry. He knows that I often serve underground types, so he's been on his best behavior. Anyway, he wanted me to pass on a message if I was able to get in contact with you, naming that this is a good opportunity for you to come and meet a special guest we got with us. Huh? No clue who that could be, but make it sound like a pretty big fish. But got it. Swing by if we can find the time.
他の話もあるからゆっくりで構わんぞ。すまないがご足労をお願いする。解決事務所の諸君、エレインさんも。
Huh? Is that Kashim? I'm trying to figure by the voice, because it doesn't sound like Ashlad, doesn't sound like Renee. Obviously, it's not the prince of a same. That voice. Could it be? And yeah, it doesn't sound like the direwolf either, or who knows, maybe it is, I don't know. And with that, my message is delivered. We'll be waiting, darlings. It doesn't sound like Harwood either. I feel like I've heard that man's voice somewhere before. His voice was pretty calm. Oh wait. Yes, we first met him during the illusory coup and then saw him again at the political debate. Oh, okay, maybe not. Wait, who was that? From what I hear, he's been pretty active in Parliament recently. Okay, who is this? I actually don't know who this is. It seems he's been questioning the Patriot League about problems that have come up as a result of the space program. Correct. And due to that, he's been in frequent contact with the guild as of late. But given our charter, there's not much we can publicly do to help him. Oh right, you got the whole thing about not interfering in politics, huh? Guess you really have to tiptoe around something like this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair because, again, with the guild, yeah, you can't. Unless, like, you get the order from the top, like the president, but he's too busy with the space program, that probably doesn't matter. Still, given this guy's position, I wonder if he's got some good info for us. Right then. Once we get everything else settled, we're heading over to Bermonti's in Riverside. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not gonna teleport, like, into there yet. Alright. Again, I think this is a good place to end the stream for now. Like I said, like, some of the quests, it's like, it just feels kind of dumb. Like, look, this whole thing with, like, the A&D subliminal messaging, sure. I get they're trying to bring back some stuff about, like, other cases in the past. It wasn't really for the art one. Like, look, it may have been for deduction, but it's not that hard to deduce that. But again, maybe just to bring the sense of doing it. And, what was it? I like this thing with the other Spriggan, right? Because, again, no one's really given us a clear definition of what a Spriggan's supposed to be, you know? Van just says it and they just accept it as if it's like, oh yeah, of course. How dumb of us that we don't even know something so fundamental when it isn't. Like, seriously, this is the first game when you bring up the term Spriggan and never across the entirety of 3 different regions. Like, come on. And like I said, some of the Connect events definitely need work. And like, when it comes to like fact-checking with like stuff that also kind of connects with past games, like the whole Ren connection. Like I said, not that Van didn't do anything for her, but again, it's not like he did the most for her. Like, come on. All those who've been here for Trail since the beginning know that's not true. If anything, that's the furthest thing from the truth. But Elaine's, again, I actually like that Connect event. It actually did more for their bond. Again, maybe you didn't learn a lot or much of anything, but again, at least it makes that connection stronger that they just keep playing around with. That's like, we don't really talk about, you know? Especially since this is the 3rd game by now, you'd think we'd already established it. But it's like, only now we're actually trying to a bit more, but it's not like it's canon, like it's main story stuff for now. But at the very least, again, still one of the better Connect events of this game. Of Beyond the Horizon, anyway. Again, can't really say for, like, Daybreak as a whole, because, like, why would I want to remember stuff from the past two when a lot of it was stupid? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, if you can do good with these Connect events, and these are just Connect events, like stuff that is optional, why aren't you being this clever and thorough in your writing with the main story? And why can't you be more solid with like trying to create this kind of character you're trying to make Van, right? I'm not saying he has to be like that's like what Fabio defines as Spriggan, but you definitely also can't be like, oh, you make him too like nice of a guy that's like, it completely ruins the image of what you tried to establish him since even before the game officially came out from like the trailers and everything, because it really is starting to like contradict it to a point. It's like, what even is the point of calling him a Spriggan? What even is the point of him not being a bracer or anything? You know, that's just my opinion anyway. Y'all can take it how you feel, but at least from someone who's played all the trail games up to this point, that's how I feel. As someone who's been here from the beginning and actually gone through all the games, you know? But like I said, I'll see if I feel like it for today, I continue with it after taking a break, or if we'll just do it tomorrow. And I will try to do Arc Knight and Field Stream sometime this week, because I was supposed to on Sunday, but I just want to chill, so I'll see if I can figure that out. But it's kind of gonna also be hard too, considering we do have the Wuthering Waves update coming out. We got the Punishing Great Raven update coming out. We got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna do all that, but we'll get through it somehow. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream for today. That just doing more side quests and shenanigans with Van. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream but already following the channel, please make sure to leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel, I post all the VODs, subscribe to it as well. Join the Discord, you guys already. Links to all those are on the channel. But this has been Xander's Voice. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys next time. We're out.